independent music.
So we played some Fear of the Masses in there. Of course, threw in some Fragile Existence before that with Honor Among Thieves. We played some Apostasy with Architects.
News and interviews.
This is Chris Harley from the Old Bridge Metal Militia. This is Dave from Marvelous Boss. This is Kevin MMK of Intercourse. This is Josh from Fear the Masses.
This is Nick Donato, Andrew Whiten. I'm Pat Stone. We're some Star, and you're listening to the official FN Radio.
Brought to you in part by Cold Cock Whiskey and Blow Paste.
If you want to make his day and put a smile on his face, taste the magic of Blow Paste.
And now syndicated on the Indie Authority, Thursdays, 3:30 to 6:30 p.m. Eastern. It's Indie 180, and the show starts now.
Ooh, what's up, everybody? It's been like a week, a little over that, since I've actually done like an actual Indie 180. Now, I'm going to introduce my guest, but I'm going to do so via introduction pre-produced, because I've done that. So check this out.
This is Brian from The Shape.
Brian Almeida.
You know my name.
You're Brian from The Shape.
Why, yes, I am indeed. You know my name.
Brian from The Shape.
Hello.
What's up, brother?
What up, buddy? How you like that? You like that? That's pretty good, right?
I love that.
That's great, right? I've got one for Joe, too. He may or may not be joining us this evening. He had a work obligation thing come up. So, you know how it be.
I do indeed.
Now, I did put out a post earlier, and this is no offense to you, my brother. You know I love you guys. I love both you and Joe. I think we've done an amazing job here. But I have put out a post to try to see if we can't find someone who could be here each and every week. This way, if one of you guys or both of you guys can't make it for whatever reason, there's always that other person. You know what I mean? I'm kind of building a crew here.
Yes.
You know what I mean? This way, I never have to do a show alone, because doing radio by myself sucks.
Gonna turn it into a fatal four-way when we're all here.
That's what I'm saying. See, you know what I mean? So I have some things in the works, so keep it locked. And of course, in the coming months, hopefully by September, by the 28th, by the OFNR anniversary, our actual anniversary, I'm hoping by that date I'll have a brand new like space to have a studio in.
Fuck yeah.
So, yeah, keep it locked. Anywho, hi, buddy. It's been a while.
It has indeed.
How you been?
I've been pretty good, man. Pretty good. Hectic couple weeks. Very hot couple weeks, but very productive couple weeks.
For sure, man. I did see you at the Positive Entertainment anniversary show, and for those who haven't checked out that little special I put together, it's about 2.5 hours worth of stuff. Go check it out on our YouTube channel.
Do it now.
It's pretty fucking badass, dude. It's basically I talk to every band, and then there's like music from most of the bands, because I only, on the first day I only got the indoor set. That was it. I can't be two places at once, and the other quote unquote broadcaster didn't show up. So what was I to do? But I did get both days in there, and it's 2.5 hours jam-packed worth of fucking awesome kick-ass stuff that I asked a lot of bands, a lot of different things, and I think it came out pretty goddamn cool.
Yeah.
So thanks again, Jesse, for letting OFNR be your official broadcast source. Thanks to Metal Fortress for simulcasting our event the second day, and also for last night, because I couldn't get out to Newington to see Opus and David Ellefson. Unfortunately, I just didn't have the gas. And Metal Fortress was there, and they were like, well, we'll send you our link, and you can simulcast it. And I was like, okay. Done. So, Metal Fortress and OFNR, we are working together. We are unified along with Metal Syndicate. We are starting to unify, much like Promoter Town, brother. We're all starting to come together and realize that if we work together, we could really make a cool thing happen. You know what I'm saying?
I absolutely know what you're saying. Unity on both the promoter end, on the band end, and on the broadcast end. All leads to good things, but man.
Yeah, man, you're on all ends, and it's awesome, dude. That's why I love having you as a part of this, because you do have a band, and you're also in the business, and we've led to lots of seriously cool discussions tonight. We're going to talk to Travel Amygdala, and I've got to ask him about the band name, dude, because that's just a mouthful. It's a mouthful. It doesn't roll off the tongue. It's no savage animal.
I don't have a medical degree, so I really don't know exactly what it means.
Well,
but I know it has something in that realm, I think.
They better the fuck know what it means.
I think an amygdala is like part of your brain or the body or something. I don't know.
Well, we'll find out tonight.
Probably a bunch of people out there being like, wow, that guy's fucking dumb.
We've also got the bizarre and wacky holidays of August, because it's August the 4th.
Oh, shit.
I do have an independent news article as well that I'll be throwing into the doc here momentarily. I was working on your flyer before the show, and then when I opened up the Skype, it needed an update, of course. So I'm scrambling for the update to happen, trying to get the broadcast. It was just a mess. But yeah, your flyer's coming along nicely. That's a lot of bands to try to fit in on a flyer, but I'm doing my goddamn best.
That's why you're the man, brother.
So keep it locked.
Okay. The amygdala from Drea, she's listening right now, is a part of the brain that affects emotions. So I was almost. I had the right area of the body. Hello, Drea.
Hi, Drea.
How are you?
Thanks for tuning in.
How are you?
Keeping it locked. Now, some other things that we've got coming up here on OFNR's Indie 180, and for OFNR in general, man, I've got so much stuff going on. We've been asked to come out to so many more shows, so it's kind of cool, you know. Tuesday, August 11th, Jeff Miles from Slothfest 2. He'll be promoting that show. He'll be here in studio, hanging out with me all night, and we'll be playing music from Slothfest. So that'll be cool.
Fuck yeah.
Tuesday, August the 18th, a rescheduled interview from last month. Eve to Adam, rescheduled for the 18th. So we will get a chance to actually talk with Eve to Adam finally.
Badass.
August the 21st, Suffocation invades Cherry Street, and OFNR is going to be there. And there's really no reason not to be there.
Fucking Suffocation, dude.
It's fucking Suffocation, dude. And our last video with Suffocation has 25,000 views on it, I think. Something like that. So I asked Paul right away. I was like, dude, can I get in on this? And I showed him the video, and he was like, yes. Bring your camera. And I was like, okay. I'll bring my camera and gear. Rock and roll. So we'll be there. Then, of course, August the 22nd, we'll be at Slothfest Eve. I'll be helping Jeff to run the show a little bit because he can't be in two places at once, and he needed someone to help out. And I said, well, listen, man, I can do that for you. I won't broadcast because obviously that would be a pain in the ass to try to do both. But I'll help run the show. You know, I'll help get the bands in order and fucking moving along and, you know, make sure the door thing is going all right and everybody's, you know, it's all good, basically.
Keep it flowing, keep it flowing.
Keep it flowing, everybody's happy. Then, of course, Sunday, August the 23rd, Slothfest 2, This Heat is Bullshit. We are the official fucking radio station of Slothfest.
Yes.
And we'll be broadcasting live. You know, I actually wound up getting a mobile hotspot on my phone because I've been broadcasting live so much, dude.
Yeah.
I had to. Like, I had to make sure that I had a 1 gig throughput at all times. And it was only like $5 extra on my plan. So I was like, yeah, I'll get a 1 gig hotspot for $5 a month. Now I can broadcast from anywhere. I can go camping and broadcast live.
That was well spent. I got that on my work iPad too, so I can always do that from the go as well.
Yeah, it's become a necessity for me here because I've been broadcasting so goddamn much. It's great, dude. Honestly, I find it great because I know I always have 4 fucking bars. You know what I mean? And, like, if I plug my phone into my computer so that it will constantly be charging, I basically just made myself a fucking mobile, like, hotspot. Like, an actual, like, secured, my own fucking wireless. God bless technology, damn it. Speaking of live broadcast, Saturday, September the 5th, Metal Syndicate presents Diversity at Metal Fest. OFNR will be there live, broadcasting live. We've been there the last couple years, and we will definitely, absolutely be there this year. We'll probably be simulcasting with Metal Fortress somehow. So, October the 3rd, Effin' Fest 9. Please come out. Please. I don't ask for much. I know I've been away for a little while as far as like doing shows, but this is like our anniversary show. This is like 9 years of fucking doing what I do. 9 years of going out to shows. 9 years of fucking making flyers for people. 9 years of fucking kicking ass and taking names and doing it because I love it. And all I ask in return is that you love it back and come support 5 fucking awesome bands from 3 goddamn states, mind you. In the Red, I With an Eye, fucking Stagger, Coratoy from New York, who've been around for 20 fucking plus years, and Everybody Hates Me, who just released their brand new fucking kick-ass record. So that's a pretty good bill. And it's only $5.
$5.
$5 to support 5 awesome bands and OFNR. It's not a huge festival, not an all-day event. I'm not asking you to come out from noon until the fucking sun goes down. I'm asking you to come out at a reasonable time, 8, 9 o'clock. See all the bands. We'll be done before it's nighttime. You know what I'm saying?
Come rock, come talk to us, say what's up.
Yeah, and then it's like, you know,
get drunk with us.
By the time the last band goes on, it's still early enough to have more beer. And drink and socialize a little bit. So, you know, you get the best of both worlds. So come on out to October the 3rd, Effin' Fest 9, 5 bands for $5, 9 years of broadcasting. Be there. Saturday, October the 10th, the Falling Further Festival. OFNR will be live broadcasting somehow or another. We'll figure all that out. But Mike asked us to do that, and I was like, yep. We there, man. So we be at a lot of events lately, and I'm loving every goddamn second of it. I've missed going to shows like you have nobody's business. So it's so great to be out and about and seeing great people, and keep it locked, folks. I'm telling you right now. Brian, you got your ears on for this one, right?
Yeah, I got my ears on.
Sometime in September. I don't have an official locked-in date yet. We will be talking with Joe Morbidelli in a one-on-one candid interview, like 1-on-3, I guess it would be if you guys are here. But a very in-depth interview, and he has said that I can ask him anything. So if you honestly think I'm going to ask him about, you know, stupid shit, you're fucking wrong. This is going to be the interview of interviews. You're not going to want to miss it, because we're going to get to the heart and soul of everything that got all fucked up with Joe. We're going to get to it all.
I saw Joe just the other night, actually.
Dude, I love that guy. Fucking dude, I support that dude 110%, and I told him so to his face. He's always been a huge supporter of OFNR and of the local scene, man. He used to do the Bangerangs with Christ Havoc and do like local small shows, dude. To be 3 or 4 bands at fucking Cafe 9 in New Haven, which is a tiny little place. But I saw Cyperna there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They ripped that place apart on a fucking Thursday night or Wednesday night, you know?
Indeed.
So, I can't wait, dude. I'm so very stoked about that.
By the way, Drea says she is doing great.
Outstanding. All right, dude, before we go any further, we should get our band name. Last month's band names weren't all that great, I'll tell you what. We were the Tuesday Sharks, Killer for Your Ear, New York's Young Adults. I don't really particularly like any of them.
That sounds very much like a hipster band.
New York Young Adults?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff from Everybody Hates Me was totally not having that, dude. He was not. He was like, no. I was like, dude, we did 3 mulligans. At that point, I was like, we could do this all night, and you won't find one you like. It's not about what you like. It's just stupid anyway.
Tuesday Sharks, I like.
Tuesday Sharks, I guess it's fitting.
Yeah.
Well, it's time to pick our band name, Brian, and you haven't been here, and I haven't been here, so I think you should spin the wheel here of fun.
Oh, I'll spin it.
And see if we can't pick ourselves a good band name for the week.
You ready?
I'm ready. 1, a 2, and a 3. Nice spin. Big money, big money. Come on, no whammy. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Stop.
I love your enthusiasm on that one.
I don't know if I like it or not. I don't know. What is it?
Yeah.
What is it? Huh. What is it? That's a good question. That is the question of the hour. And I'm going to tell you what it is right after this song. Don't go anywhere. Everybody hates me for you. Jeff was just on last week. Great time hanging out with him. Now then, band name. Tonight we're the Immature Alliance. I feel
the Immature Alliance.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
That's what I was saying. I kind of giggled at it at first, but
got some time. You want to give it a spin, and we'll pick the better of two evils.
All right. Yeah, I can do that. Tonight we're the unshaven bits.
I like that better.
Oh, man. We're the unshaven bits. I like it.
It's just fantastic.
It's totally punk rock, dude. Tonight with the unshaven bits. I'm gonna play I'll Just Shave My Cunt Hair. Spitting everywhere. Blood. Just, total punk rock, dude. Anywho. Why?
That's the unshaven bits, my friend.
We're the unshaven bits from Britain. That's where we're from.
Come to rock your fucking house.
And your ear pussies.
Your ear pussies for sure.
Our Urban Dictionary term of the week. Brought to you in part by Cold Cock Whiskey. An herbal whiskey. Made with herbs and green tea, hibiscus, eucalyptus, ginger, ginkgo, and many others. Smooth taste, no whiskey burn. No joke on that one. Check out coldcockwhiskey.com. Take your shot. coldcockwhiskey.com.
Ouch, it is delicious.
Pretty amazing.
And deceptive. You can get very drunk very quick and not know it yet.
Yes, because it is so delicious that you're like, this is delicious.
You just keep having more of them and more of them and more of them. And then at one point you're like, oh, shit.
All right, so the term of the week. This week, Skyfall. Do you know what Skyfall means?
I know it was a not so great movie.
Yep, but it actually means to make a last stand against a group of people when outnumbered and on your own turf.
Like that.
So the best part of Home Alone is when Macaulay Culkin has Skyfalled those burglars. Got it? Skyfalled.
I got it.
Take a stand against a group when outnumbered on your own turf. You Skyfall.
Skyfall the shit out of it.
Skyfall the shit out of it.
Got them wacky days of the month, them holidays.
Yeah, you want to run through that right quick?
Yeah.
Might as well, right?
Absolutely.
All right, let me get there here and get our name in here. Tonight we are, what the fuck were we?
We're the unshaven bits.
Oh yeah, with the unshaven bits. You can't even say it like without having some sort of like
British accent.
some kind of accent. Yeah, unshaven bits.
We're the unshaven bits and we're Brits.
Dude, why don't we change it to the unshaven Brits?
We can call that audible. I like it.
That's who we are. Tonight we're the unshaven Brits. Calling the audible on it. Fuck it.
Any British people listening, that's not a slag against you. It's just funny.
Honestly, I don't
care.
I don't give a fuck, man. Stop being so butthurt about stupid shit. You know? My God.
Fuck British people. Whatever.
Dude. Fuck. I'm an equal opportunity hater, man. You gotta hate everyone equally.
I'm half a spick. Fuck spicks.
You're half a spick?
Half a spick.
How does that work?
I'm half white, half Spanish.
I see. Which half is which?
It's a good question, man. I guess the part of me that loves Taco Bell would be the Spanish half.
Right?
Probably. The half that chills with Paco.
Doing the bad libs. Maybe we'll get to one of those tonight. Who knows?
So you want me to run through these months first? Because we got some interesting ones here.
Yeah, you might as well. Check it out.
All right. So the month of August, 2015, bizarre and unique holidays. It is Admit You're Happy month. Every once in a while, it's good to just inject some positivity there and get positivity and admit.
And be like, I'm actually happy right now.
Yeah, there's some good fucking shit going on.
Right.
It's also Family Fun Month, so make sure you go out and have some fun times with the kids, take them to Six Flags, pacify them, etc.
Yeah, man, and it's true because it's the last month right before school goes back to school, so it is kind of the last month, last hurrah. So, like, I've brought my kids now to Quasi, and yeah, we'll probably go to somewhere else cool, before he goes to school, like, It's
Keep
crazy.
them happy, man, because
Yeah.
you'll be miserable for a few months.
That's right.
National Catfish Month. National Eye Exam Month. It is the month to get your fucking eyes examined if you haven't done it already. Get you checked once a year. National Golf Month for all you very boring white people out there.
I don't like golf, but I like disc golf. There's a difference. Disc golf is actually a lot of fun.
Peach Month, so eat a peach. Romance Awareness Month. So if you got a crush on somebody, go tell that bitch or that dickhead. Go tell them. Tell them you're in love. Wait.
Give him a bro job.
Give him a bro job. Give him a rose. Take him out somewhere. Do something. Water Quality Month. Inspect your H2O. Make sure there's nothing bad in it. And National Picnic Month, which goes hand in hand with Romance Awareness Month. You can take a girl out to picnic or be like, hey, buddy, you want to go out and have some wine and sandwiches in a fucking field? Goes hand in hand, man. For weekly events, Week 1, National Simplify Your Life Week.
You gotta simplify, motherfucker.
Yeah, you're a hoarder. Now's the time to cut that shit out. You only got a couple days left. Week 2, National Smile Week. Everybody should smile more often. Do it, motherfucker. Week 3.
Make you feel good, you know?
Yeah, like Dr. Phil. Week 3, Friendship Week. You got buddies? Show them you care.
Once
Give 'em
again,
stuff.
back to the bro jobs.
Go to the bro jobs. And finally, Week 4, Be Kind to Humankind Week. That should be all the time, but for this specific week, do an extra good job of that. That's what I got on those.
Word up. Well, let's go through the days. It's the 4th, but we're going to go back in time here, step into our DeLorean. National Mustard Day is the first. First Saturday of August is National Mustard Day. So for those of you who love the Frenches, that was a good day for you. National Raspberry Cream Pie Day, though I wouldn't put mustard on it. That's nasty. The second was Friendship Day, first Sunday in August, and it's also the International Forgiveness Day.
Wait, so why is Friendship Day not in Friendship Week?
I think it's just preparing you, getting you warmed up.
So it's essentially like tailgating.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
The second's also National Ice Cream Sandwich Day and Sister's Day. So if you have a sister, tell her you love her. You should do that every day. The third is National Watermelon Day, and who doesn't love a good watermelon, man? And now there's all these cool recipes for like making watermelon booze. So like you could, pour like vodka and stuff inside the watermelon and then tap that fucker, and you now have a watermelon vodka like tap on tap with ice and shit,
Only motherfucker I know I can't tell if he loves or hates watermelons is Gallagher.
Right? The 4th, today, it's U.S. Coast Guard Day. Happy birthday to the U.S. Coast Guard. Thank you for keeping our coasts safer, I suppose. Today, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's today is the U.S. Coast Guard Day. Tomorrow, it's Work Like a Dog Day, so work like a dog. Arf, arf. Number 6 is Wiggle Your Toes Day. Not really sure why we need a day to wiggle our toes, but hey, why the hell not? The 7th, it's National Lighthouse Day, so all you photogs out there, get out to the national lighthouses. Get out to your local lighthouses. Take pictures, because it's National Lighthouse Day. The 8th...
Send them into Hallmark.
Yeah, send them into Hallmark. Post them to your Facebook. Get them on Instagram. Maybe you might even have a Flickr account. But if you Flickr her Twitter at your MySpace, she might Google all over your Facebook. Anyway, number 8. Sneak some zucchini into your neighbor's porch day.
What the fuck?
I don't even want to know. The 9th, it's Book Lovers Day if you love yourself some books, which I do.
Read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking book.
Read a book. No, the 10th, it's Lazy Day. So if you're lazy and you know it, clap your hands. It's also the National S'mores Day, which is kind of a bad day for Lazy Day because s'mores take effort. You can't just pull s'mores out of a box. I don't care if it's...
You can get the pre-made shits and just eat them up. You can do that.
I know, but it's not the same.
It's not, but if you're lazy...
It's the texture you want in the s'more,
All right.
You want to pick it up at the 11th there?
Yeah. 11th, National Presidential Joke Day. You got any Clinton jokes, any Bush, Nixon, multiple Bushes, Obama jokes? That's the day to be slinging them. It's also Son and Daughter Day. So if you've got a son or a daughter, treat them very well on that day. Take them out and do something cool for them. The 12th, Middle Child's Day. That's my holiday for all you middle child people out there.
Me as well.
Kindred spirits, Mr. Knob and company listening in. 13, Left-Handers Day. If you are ambidextrous or you're right with your left hand, that's your day to celebrate. Write a bunch of letters. 14th, National Creamsicle Day, which is just delicious, is also, this one's kind of confusing. 14th and also the 15th is VJ Day. Which date do you mark the end of World War II is the note there. So whichever day you do, that's that day. And 15th is also Relaxation Day. So that's a nice follow-up cushion from Lazy Day. You there, Knob, or did aliens take you? I'm hearing some rustling.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell. There's like wind. I'm not outside. It's weird.
16th, National Telejoke Day. 17th, got National Thrift Shop Day. 18th is Bad Poetry Day. So all you slam artists, make sure to get your crap out that day. And the 19th is Aviation Day. Thank you, Miss Earhart. You want to take over?
Surely. Where'd you go? Aviation. Okay, the 20th is Chinese Valentine's Day. And it's Daughter's Day as well. 7th day of the 7th lunar month. Whatever the fuck that means. The 20th is National Radio Day. Awesome. I love radio. I don't love the medium so much anymore. It's kind of gotten stale. Not many people listen to FM. And you can't say fuck. So I wouldn't do well there. But I do love radio because here I am on official fucking new radio. See, again, I get to say fuck.
Always. Fuck.
It's one of my favorite words, man. It really is. Anyhow, 21st is Senior Citizens Day. Back in my day in Diggity 4, we used to have a day for our old people, but now we don't because we're old. Go sit down, Grandpa. 22nd is Be an Angel Day. 22nd is also National Tooth Fairy Day. The 23rd is Ride the Wind Day. 24th is Vesuvius Day. I would imagine that goes to Mount Vesuvius. 25th is Kiss and Make Up Day. 26th is National Dog Day. So if you've got a dog, that's your day. Spend some time with your dog. Bring him out to the park. Get him a new ball. Get him a new bunch of balls. Just not my balls. 26th is Women's Equality Day. Women should be treated equally. 27th, Global Forgiveness Day. It's also Just Because Day. Race Your Mouse Day. Not really sure what kind of mouse that they're talking about. 29th is More Herbs, Less Salt Day. I'm always down for more herbs.
The more herbs around, the better it is.
The 30th is Frankenstein Day. It's also Toast Marshmallow Day, and also National Trail Mix Day is the last day of August.
Nom, 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 nom.
These all brought to you by HolidayInsights.com. Go check out Holiday Insights for your insights into wacky and bizarre holidays. Alrighty then. I think we've talked for quite a bit. We should play music.
I agree.
And I'm thinking, just recently was checking out a picture of me and DJ from Asius talking on OFNR that Angie took at Posidemic Entertainment. And I was like, man, I haven't played some Asius on OFNR. Like, I mean, it plays. It's in our rotations, but I haven't, physically put it in there to play it in quite a while. Those guys fucking ripped it up, man. I fucking love Asius.
Asius is fucking awesome, dude.
So we're going to play some Asius. Then I don't know what the fuck I'm going to play. You're going to keep it locked. And we'll be back in about 15. Don't go anywhere. It's Fish fucking New Radio. OFNR's Indie 180, syndicated on Indie Authority, Thursdays, 3:30 to 6:30 p.m. So if you miss it here, hear it there. And if you miss it there, you can always check it out on YouTube. We'll be right back in just a little while. Stick around.
America, this is Finnish cunts called Discipline X, and you are listening the one and only
Official FN Radio.
Ho, ho, ho!
Let's open her and slaves of you. Silence to make slaves of us. Silence to make slaves of us. Silence isn't saving us now. Breaking our methods, calling us dangerous. From the ways, tell them again. Won't control us with your censorship. Silence isn't enslaving us now. Rock in your times, I'll draw the line. So I think it's our parents to raising their kids. Don't blame the world for their lack of caring. You can't get to me. You break free. Tell me what you want, but I won't back down. Get to me. You break free. Tell me what you want, but I won't back down. Get to me. You break free. Tell me what you want, but I won't back down. Get to me. You break free. Tell me what you want, but I won't back down.
FN Radio, we are the shit, and they are just poop stains.
OFNR Indy 180. Man, that was just some Fear the Masses with Censor This, because it's official fucking new radio. I love that song here on OFNR because it's like totally appropriate. It's the one place that you can actually say the things that nobody else really wants to say. I mean, we're not here being bigots necessarily, but yeah, I like saying fuck a lot.
One of the best bands in Connecticut, my friend.
Oh, so good. Before that, The Devil's Whore, Discipline X, man. We always hear the bed in the beginning of Indy 180. I figured I'd play you the actual tune, the actual song that bed is from. From Finland, straight out of Finland, Discipline X with The Devil's Whore. Fucking love those guys, man. Shout outs to Juha Pastori, Discipline X. Good dear friends, longtime friends now of OFNRs. And before all that, to start it off, we had Asius with Edge of Insanity. Fucking awesome band, dude. They're so good. God damn. Oh, dude, there's so many good bands in this state, bro.
There are a litany's bad word. There are a ton of great bands in this state.
Dude, it's fucking ridiculous, bro, when you really like start thinking about it. And then there's some that you missed the first time around. You got to go back and be like, oh yeah, I missed them and them. Oh yeah, I forgot about those dudes.
Yeah, dude, pretty much any store you go to around here, you can throw a rock and hit an awesome band.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, you got Eyes, you got Continuum, you got Apostasy, you got Beat the Doll. Shit, man. You got fucking You Guys, The Shape, Asius, She Walks. I mean, dude, Eye with an Eye, they're great. Fucking, there's so many, dude. Dead by Wednesday, Cyperna, come on. Kalima, dude. We could do this all night, dude. Fucking Crossing Rubicon. I mean, come on. In the Red, 60 Grit, dude. It goes on and on and on. It's so great, man.
Eyes of the Dead.
Yeah, I said Eyes earlier. Gonna see those guys at the Suffocation show because OFNR will be broadcasting live at our spot. That's right. I have that shit on record, man. It's our spot. It's OFNR. That was built for me, man. That little booth was built with me in mind because I love Cherry Street. I fucking love that place. It's like my second home, man. Mad love and respect to those guys. I'm so glad I've been able to hang out with Dennis and Holly and Sarah more often. Yeah, it's so cool to see that they were having a thing in the paper, you know, written up about them at the Positive Entertainment show, second day.
There's a lot of great fucking shows that have been there this summer, and they're continually coming there.
Yeah.
It couldn't happen to better people, man.
No doubt. And I couldn't think of a better place to have the Effin' Fest. I mean, it's been doing it now 4 or 5 years. Yeah, 5 years actually next year. Five years at Cherry Street next year. So 4 years this year at Cherry Street. Because once I found that place, it's just like, yep, this is like my home away from home.
Salud.
Anywho, tonight we've got Travel Amygdala. They're going to be calling in momentarily, just in a couple minutes here. And that should be pretty cool. We'll talk to them about the band name, how long they've been doing this, that kind of stuff. And they're playing this awesome show of mostly out-of-state bands. I think it's such a cool idea. I love bringing. Dude, that's one of my favorite things to do, especially to like Cherry Street. Like, is to bring bands to, bring bands from out of state, like Stagger, who now consider Cherry Street a second home, or Cortory, or Revel 9 before them, or all these bands from out of state, either Mass or New York or New Jersey, whatever, and bringing them there, and then they go, man, this place is awesome. I kill you. Those guys are currently out on tour. They're kicking ass and taking names, Megaforce recording artists, and they're like, man, we love fucking playing Cherry Street. It's so cool. Anyway, so this show has some really awesome bands. It's got Big Time Kill from Mass, Travel Amygdala from Mass, which we'll be talking to in just a moment, Beat the Doll in Connecticut. If you haven't checked those guys out, they're a pretty fucking great band. Go check them out. They're part of that Posidemic Entertainment Anniversary highlight reel that I put together. If you guys go check that out, I know they're in there somewhere. Don't Cross the Streams from New Hampshire rather, which I think is an awesome band name. It's a total fucking Ghostbusters reference. Devlin Acidus from Mass, and then Salem Wolves from Mass.
I think it might be Devlin Sidus.
Whatever. Fine, Devlin Sidus.
Whatever, bro. Whatever.
$5 via the bands only. That includes drink specials, which include Cafe Patron shots all night for $4. Yeah. It's a pretty fucking badass show right there.
Indeed.
August 22nd. I feel like Here's our callers now. Caller, you are on the air with Official F Radio. Yes, we are live right now. What's up? Hello? Hello? Caller, you're on the air with Official F Radio. Are you there?
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Hello.
Ah, there he is. Yes, hi.
How's it going? It's Josh from Travel Amygdala.
What's up, buddy?
How's everything going?
It's going pretty awesome, man. We're hanging out, doing our Indie 180 show here.
What's going on, dude?
I've got Brian from The Shape. He's my co-host each and every week. And we're missing our other co-host, Joe, who's from Jersey. He had some other things come up. But it's great to have you on the show, Josh.
Absolutely. Don't worry. Got some people missing in action as far as the band. Got some guys working overnight. Got my singer at the Slipknot concert tonight. So,
yeah, man.
I'm still here, though.
Totally understandable. Totally understand. I mean, look, if I had to choose and I could go to see Slipknot or do this, I'd probably go see Slipknot, too. I'm just saying. Brian, didn't you just recently go and see Slipknot?
Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. Their bass player fucking, passed out on stage, and they had to halt it for, 20, 30 minutes.
He went to the hospital, yo.
Yeah, they thought he had a heart attack.
What's the whole...
I guess he had, dehydration or some shit.
Yeah, it's, severe dehydration, but I guess he's all good now. They still came out and kicked ass, and they adjusted some of their set and finished it, which was fucking crazy good and commendable of them to even do that.
Is he playing with them tonight?
Whenever Mansfield, Mass date is, he's back.
Got you.
Right on. So let's ask the first question, man. Travel Amygdala.
Yeah, you got it right.
Well, Brian has been coaching me for quite a while since we set up the interview. Because I was fucking it up left and right from the beginning, and then he was like, he said it once or twice to me, how to really say it, and I was like, I'll just make sure I say it right, because I'm a broadcaster, God damn it. But what the hell does Travel Amygdala mean? Where did you guys get that? Where did that come from?
Well, we started off in high school, and my brother, also lead singer / synth player of the band, was in a psychology class, and the word amygdala came up a lot. And as he learned more about it in the class, and as we did a little bit more research on it, we really kind of dug what it was about. It's the part of the brain, actually part of the reptilian, which is, one of the oldest parts of the brain, and it hones feelings of fear and rage, which, if you think about, make up, a large amount of decision making that we make in our life. Also fight or flight in a situation. Are you going to stay and face your fear, or are you going to run away from it? So for a while there, we were just Amygdala. And as we, like, you know, started making band pages and stuff, we found out there was, like, a band that was named Amygdala from, like, a long time ago, and, like, they stopped touring. So, like, well, since someone's already named it Amygdala, let's throw travel in front of it to contextualize it a little bit more to make the name make more sense. So now it's more of, you know, traveling those emotions that we go through in life, more or less like the travel of life more than just really the travel amygdala, if that makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense, actually. I think it's a pretty cool idea to, like, you're taking the idea, you found out that there was another band, and you're going, look, I don't want to be confused with these guys. We're our own entity, you know? And since what you're explaining to us as far as, you know, the context, it certainly makes sense to me. And I'm a fucking stoner, so if it makes sense to me, maybe that's why it makes sense to me. I don't know. Just saying. So anyway, so how long have you guys been doing this? How long have you guys been Travel Amygdala? How long have you been a band?
So that's a little bit of a tricky question. The short answer would be we've been officially a band since 2009. But when we were all in high school, we formed, well, we didn't really form, but we were playing in a Pink Floyd cover band. And we covered all of Dark Side of the Moon, all of The Wall, and we put shows on for both of those separate albums. So it was a group of about 12 people, and the people who are in the band now all derive from that group. So even before we were officially a band, we had been jamming together probably closer to like 2006, 2007. So as Travel Amygdala is now, it's 2009 to present, but if you want to also include that time period, it'd be more around, like I said, 2007, 2006.
Cool. That's a pretty long time. I mean, we've been around since 2006 ourselves, so that's 9 years. I mean, that's a pretty long time.
So needless to say, once we kind of finally got in a room together and decided we are who we are already pretty tight with each other.
Right, because you've been doing it for so long, sure. It's pretty awesome. So now, a question I love to ask bands, and I've asked so many now over the course of even the last 2 weekends, is if, in your personal estimation, if you could take out Travel Amygdala and any band, dead or alive, out on tour, who do you go out on tour with?
I think it would be in between two bands. I would say Alice in Chains or Gojira. The reason I say Alice in Chains is, you know, a lot of the band is very heavily influenced by Alice in Chains. I often, if I want to give someone a short description of the band, I say, you know, we're Pink Floyd-like heavier Alice in Chains. Lots of vocal harmonies going on in some of the tracks and stuff. You know, we always, you know, you listen to bands like Pink Floyd and Chains, like that's something that they always do, always focusing around harmony. Gojira, also because they have like a set of brothers within the band, and that's kind of how it is with us. Me and my brother Derek, you know, singer and singer, we're both brothers, and then our drummer and guitarist are also brothers, so it'd be cool to kind of have like a, you know, a band that has a similar feel to them.
Yeah, totally. Now, can people get your stuff online?
What they can get online right now is our This Is Nothing 3-track EP on iTunes. I believe it's like $2.97. We are working on getting our Bandcamp like officially up and running. We've been using Reverb for a while, but you know, we understand in this day and age that Bandcamp has been an awesome platform for bands. I mean, like name your own price for, you know, a single or an album. So
Absolutely.
In the now, just iTunes, but in the future, we hope to get like the Big Cartel website up and running, and also get Bandcamp and whatever other platforms other bands are using too.
I have heard from other bands over the time, and Joe Stagger being one of them, who is a like real close friend of mine, that Big Cartel is definitely a rip for local artists, because they're ripping money from you like left and right, the fees and shit. He was saying
so it's not good. It's not a really great site.
Not a really good place to go, man. That's what I've been hearing. So I'm not, obviously I wouldn't know, but that's what I've been hearing from bands. So
is there like
I guess it's like a PayPal, almost like a PayPal situation, where it's like he's getting hit with a PayPal fee, because they take out a certain percentage, and then getting hit with a Big Cartel fee. He's like, I could just get hit with the PayPal fee like myself. So we set him up with like a different kind of like shop on his own personal website for the band, and like that's how they sell their shit, is like from themselves. They just sell it themselves and they ship it themselves, and like it seems to be working. They're making the most money that way.
So just kind of cutting out the middleman, more or less.
Basically, because they just got to a point of being like, man, we're just giving fucking money to this dude or that dude, or and they still have CD Baby, and of course, and like they're not totally offline, but they're also not using some of these places. Like Big Cartel, I guess, was charging them just exorbitant fees, and
I've just seen that stuff float around, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll check this out one day. But thank you for the heads up as far as that goes.
Yeah, man, I'm just like, again, I just telling you what I heard. I work personally with the Stagger guys to. Because they were like, listen, we got to get off this thing. We're dying, like, as far as money, And these guys are making, pennies just like everyone else, but those pennies add up, man.
Absolutely.
So now you're coming down here to Connecticut to play this awesome showcase of, like, bands from out of state. Have you guys played here before? Have you played in CT?
No. Drea Marie, also, now as Drea Marie Presents, was the first person who ever really brought us to Connecticut in the first place. I mean, we've always wanted to play down Connecticut, and, for whatever reason, whether or not being able to reach the right promoters down there or the right bands, we never really got around to it. But a couple of years back, we played a show up in Mass at a club that we play a lot, the Tab Lounge in Cambridge, and Drea just so happened to be there. And she's like, wow, I really dig you guys, and I really want to bring you to Connecticut. And we did our first show, Killer Sounds from mainly outer state, last tour. And I'm not sure if it was Drea's first show that she booked herself, or what the stipulations, but from there, she started picking up, playing more Connecticut dates, and then this tour, we're like, she treated us really well last time. She let us set up our tents in her backyard and gave us a killer time slot and everything else. So she was the first person that we rekindled with again. I mean, we talked to her year-round regardless, but, coming up to this next tour, thinking about Connecticut again, and she was the first person we thought of, which she helped us secure our next Connecticut date there, August 22nd.
That's awesome, man. I think it's cool that people like Drea are out there doing this. They're helping they're helping bands come here, because you know what, there is a shit ton of kick-ass local bands, and granted, you guys are playing with mostly out of state thing. I think that's a cool niche that needs to be filled as well, because the more out of state bands come here and realize a place like Cherry Street is like, whoa, this place is pretty fucking awesome for like a local place, and the people here are all into like supporting the scene and shit. It's cool to have you guys come down and be part of Connecticut scene.
Absolutely. And sometimes it's when you're setting up a tour, it's pretty disheartening how hard it can be to crack into the different states. I mean, let's say if you're trying to go to a place in like New York, you hit up the handful of promoters people told you to talk to, and they don't answer you, and then you hit up bands, and then you hit up the venue directly, and you go through all this hassle, and then, once in a while you'll find a gem like Dre, who's just like, oh yeah, let's do this.
Right.
And I feel like if more promoters and more bands were more willing to help these other bands get into these other states, then setting up larger tours on better scales would be so much easier. And I get it, you're coming from out of state and you have to build your rep in the state, so sometimes it's hard for promoters. I get it. I mean, we book our own shows up here too, so when you're booking out a state band, you have to promote extra hard to make sure you're going to get the people there. But once people start playing in those states long enough, they build a name for themselves, and it just got to be more open, more accessible for people to be able to go to state.
Oh, hell yeah, man. And that's the thing, as listeners and consumers, they might not know or realize how hard it is for local bands to do exactly what you guys are doing, to play these other places, to have to bring tents. I mean, you go, thank God we were able to bring tents and sleep and camp out. But it's like, man, that's rough. That's rough living, man. That's not, that's not the glory things that we see on TV and movies. It's not like that, man. You guys are really struggling to make it from place to place to place, and then having to deal with promoters and then venues, and a lot of venues, man. If you can't guarantee a certain amount of draw, it's like you're not playing. And well, that's silly. Like, I'm new to your state. How am I going to draw anybody? Like, that's dumb. Like, I'm supposed to be help me out. And that's why, like, people like Brian here, who's my co-host, he does the same thing. I do the same thing. Drea, she's another gem here in the States. It's about helping and actually, like, saying, hey, listen, you guys need a place in Jersey. These are the guys to talk to. This is the place to go to. Check out and it's network. It's a network. We're family, man. And if you don't do that, local bands die, man. They get stranded out in fucking Nowheresville, man. I heard a heartbreaking story about a van that broke down like mid-tour, and now they're fucked out in like bumblefuck nowhere, like no family, nobody close. It's like, shit, man. That's a rough fucking existence, all to play music, and thank God for that, because I'd go insane without. So
absolutely.
So now, as far as training and stuff like that, any lessons, or did you just pick up your instrument? What is it that you play?
I play bass and sing for the band.
Okay.
I kind of like to think of myself as someone who didn't specifically just learn all on my own, and someone who didn't just learn from lessons. I mean, first couple of years, I couldn't really afford them, and I just kind of learned tabs and learned as much as I could on my own. I've had a couple of times being formally trained as a musician, both for vocals and bass, and it's definitely a long road. I actually teach myself now private lessons for bass guitar and vocals up here in Massachusetts, and that's kind of where I'm gearing towards, in music as well, not only just a band, but also being an educator. I teach at this like after school program called For Kids Only up here, and it's this place called East Boston. It's a really poor neighborhood. I mean, these kids are living off nickels and dimes, and our organization has a bunch of like DCF kids with special needs, or just kids who are just really underneath the poverty line. And I decided to start like a music program there, and I was bringing my own amplifiers and guitars on my back, carrying snare drums, and we learned a bunch of songs together, and we did a little show for it, and some of the people from the organization were there, and now they're really under the idea going to start giving me funding so I can buy some keyboards for them and drum sets. It would almost kind of be like School of Rock and Jack Black is my vision of it.
Right, absolutely. That's exactly what I'm thinking here. I'm like, dude, this dude is totally school of rocking it right now, dude. I think it's look. First of all, I think it's amazing, and I commend any kind of educator because you know what, you guys don't get quite enough credit. You know, most people will vouch for football players. I'm, you know, you educate my children, or not necessarily even mine, but you know, all children are our children. You know what I mean? It takes a community to raise our children. And as a father, I applaud the fact that you're bringing music to kids who would not at all have that opportunity, man. I think that's amazing because music is a way of dealing with life and having something to escape to almost. It's better than any drug as far as I'm concerned. I mean, when I'm pissed off, I can turn on some loud music and I'm fucking feel better. And now, only now, scientists are saying, well, yeah, if you listen to heavy metal, it's like, no kidding, really, man. I've been doing this since I was like 8. You know, like I was mad. Okay, I'll turn on fucking Pantera and like rage out for a fucking second or two, and then I feel better all of a sudden. It's like, oh, okay, I can turn it back down. You know, be okay. Everything's all right. You know, now.
Absolutely.
A silly question that I like to ask bands is, dude, if I gave you an MP3 player and you had it for a month and you give it back to me and you can't erase anything, what guilty pleasures, what songs am I going to find on there that maybe you don't want anybody to know?
Let's see. I think definitely Barbie Girl would absolutely be on there, without a doubt. And, oh, gosh, probably, what's that girl that sang that, Gwen Stefani's, His Bananas, or whatever it is.
Bananas. B-A-N-N. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's awesome. I only ask because, you know, everybody's got an answer, you know, everybody's got something that they're listening to. They don't want people. Dude, I listen to kids' music. You know, I mean, I've got a 2-year-old.
Dude, Raffi.
You know, so I listen to fucking Doc McStuffin's theme song. You know what I mean?
Do you know Raffi?
Yeah, Raffi. Yeah, exactly. Or like, you know, on The Simpsons. You ever see the Simpsons version of Raffi? I forget what the name of the dude was, but
oh no, I haven't.
Oh my god, it's so funny. Anyhow, so now you've been around a while as a band. What's the worst show ever that you've done, and what's the best show ever that you've done?
Worst show ever. That's kind of hard to think that back. The worst show. I guess our worst show would be like probably back in 2008, where we had like a side project that wasn't exactly the band. Me and my brother Derek were in a project with another drummer and another guitarist, and we had like 2 songs, and we're like, we just want to play a show. And we were like playing in this place that was like, best way I can describe it, there's like this, it's like a 3-story building. The top floor is like this place called Black Lace, which everybody in Rivera knows is a place where perverted men go to like buy lingerie for their fucking wives, and there's, you know, talk of special dances. And then the second floor is like a cell phone company, and the bottom floor used to be like a studio / venue artist kind of jump off place. And we ended up playing the show there, and it was like 2 songs. We completely sucked. I mean, we didn't even know how to play our instruments back then. And on right after us was this awesome band with, they had like 2 drummers, 2 bassists, a guitarist, a couple singers, keyboardists, and they just took a giant dump all over us. That was our worst show. I think our best show would have to be in our hometown at Sammy's Patio. And it was our tour kickoff last year. I mean, the place was packed wall to wall. There was no national headliners on the show. It was just really well promoted, awesome lineup. and it was just like the best send off anybody could ask for, in my opinion.
Nice. It's fucking awesome, man. Now, is there anything you don't like about being in a band? Is there something that, like, what's the worst part about being in a band?
I don't think there really is a worst part if it's, you know, something you truly want to do or not. I mean, some people might hate having to stay up late and then going to work the next day or whatever, but I mean, I think everything's all package included, kind of pretty cut and dry as far as what to expect.
Absolutely.
And doesn't mean that I don't get frustrated at things sometimes,
sure.
But I don't, for me at least, there is no worst part about being in a band. It's clearly had a huge impact on my life. It has saved me from doing some really stupid stuff to myself and stupid stuff to other fucking people. So
absolutely,
that's my answer.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, I think that's it. You know, people need to realize that in many cases, bands do this simply for the love of it. At the end of the day, they must. It's in them to perform. It's in them to write and to create and to make awesome stuff for us to listen to. And like you were saying, Alice in Chains and Pink Floyd. Those are things you can turn on. I could turn on Dirt front to back, listen to that entire record, and be totally okay for the next hour listening to just that one record. You know what I mean? And then, like, going to, you know, whatever, they're not, you know, any other albums, man. You know, my youngest son's middle name is Lane. So, you know what I mean? Dude, like, I'm
jelly.
Dude, I seriously love that band. They were like, they're every singer after that. I mean, Godsmack, there wouldn't be a Godsmack without Lane. Dude, that's evident in their band name. You know? But, so, as far as any shows after this awesome, I mean, obviously you're saying tour, so where else are you headed? Where are you guys going?
We had a trajectory to play almost as many states as we were going out for. But, you know, stuff doesn't always work out the way you planned in the beginning of the tour. Some shows get dropped, you add new ones. This tour on the 14th, we're going out to Western Mass to play at 13th floor for John Gulo of Promoter Head Entertainment. It's an awesome place. Then we're going to upstate New York on the 15th, playing Polly's Hotel for Joe Chaos. The 16th, we're playing The Nail in Philadelphia. We booked that show ourselves. And then 14th, 15th, 16th. The 17th, we're also just staying in Pennsylvania, playing at Kung Fu Necktie. And then we're playing 2 dates out in Illinois, 1 in Chicago at Star Bar, and then Rockford, Take 20. And then we're playing Dre's show on the 22nd out in Connecticut. On the 23rd, we have a pending Rhode Island date that we're hoping to fill. If not, maybe we'll pick up another Connecticut date or something just to maybe stay in the area. Then the 25th, 28th, and 29th, we're playing 3 New Hampshire shows. 1 at the Rec Room in Peterborough. That's hosted by Metal New England. And then Millie's Tavern is going to be on the 28th, 29th, and then we're playing our home venue on August 30th at Sammy's Patio. So it's basically 17 days, 12 shows in 7 states.
Absolutely awesome. And it's all self-done, DIY. I mean, you guys are doing it on your own.
Yeah, we don't have, you know, a booking agent that, you know, that has helped us for the whole tour or whatever. It's just finding either the promoter, band, or venue that's willing to let us hop on a date in each state,
Yeah, and kick ass and take names. Yeah, all you want to do is play. It's like, you need a fucking band to play. Put us on. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Damn. Now, while we were talking, I did go over to your Reverb Nation page, and just to see, and you actually do have a free download. Everybody go over there real quick before he changes it, of a song called Breaking.
And that's an old garage recording of the song.
So should I not play it at all? Because I'd like to kind of check out what you guys are up to.
I would listen to that maybe at home.
I see. On my own.
That's probably just me being super critical of it. The other 3 songs on that page were actually done in the studio. I think Breaking was just like this old condenser mic that we had in the middle of the room where we just
I see.
recorded it.
You should definitely take that down then.
Right?
I was gonna play a quick track, but anyway, since I'm sitting here, I could still do it. Check this out. Here's Family Tree, a little travel Amygdala. shit was fucking awesome. Dude, that's some seriously good shit, man. I really, wow. Damn.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty fucking awesome. I could totally see the Alice in Chains influence. However, the progressiveness is that shit is fucking awesome. It's like Dream Theater meets AIC almost. It's like this combination of things. I could see the idea of the Pink Floyd where you were saying that earlier. It's cool, man. I like it a lot.
That was blowing my fucking mind, man. I was just telling Dre.
Dude, it's fucking awesome.
I was just talking to Dre. I am as we speak online, and I was saying I would love to have you guys down to play with us sometime.
Oh, that would be a dope show. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. We'd, any kind of opportunity that we could get, we would be more than willing to come out there. And like I said, we do a booking company up here in Mass, and I host out-of-state bands all the time too. So let's get some shows. Let's do some tradesies, guys.
Yeah. Oh my God. Seriously, that'd be awesome, man. There's so much, dude. We were just talking about it before you had called in. How much talent is in this state? It's kind of frightening. Dude. Everywhere I turn, there's another band that I'm finding that's like, oh my God, these guys are so great. You know what I mean? Like, and different kinds of shit too. There's death metal, there's fucking stoner metal, there's this, there's that. It's fucking awesome, dude. There's so much good shit.
Agreed.
So now, as far as in your area, whereabouts in Mass too? I don't think we covered that.
Oh, we're from Revere, Mass.
Revere.
So that's like a 5 to 10 minute train ride or car ride from Boston. It's a little bit north, more or less. It's the North Shore.
Yeah, I lived in Lowell for 3 years.
Gotcha. Yeah, Lowell's awesome.
Which is way north. Yeah, I fucking lived there. I went to law school in Andover.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so it was fucking. I know Mass pretty well, man. We stay out of Lawrence. That's all I got to say. And Chelmsford, my friends always used to get fucked up because they go to Chelmsford and fucking, the people in Chelmsford, they say Chelmsford real weird. So it's like, if you're not listening, it's like, what'd you just say? But yeah, Boston and Mass, dude, in general, dude, they have the rotaries and shit, yo, death traps, man. Let me tell you. And Boston, like one-way streets and shit, yo, seriously. Dude, take the train.
Oh, yeah, they don't want you to be able to find your way around.
Take the train into Boston because you really do not want to be driving down there.
Do yourself that favor, absolutely.
It's awesome. So you've been in Mass like your whole life, or are you a transplant?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
I've known no other place besides Revere.
Right on.
Growing up. We actually got a tornado here last year.
Really? I think I heard about that.
Completely unheard of, and it really happened, and it was crazy.
Yeah, man, that's fucking nuts, yo. I know up in Mass, dude, they had like so much snow. It just melted now, finally, here in August, the fucking, 1st here. It's finally melted. It's gone.
Wow.
That's so nuts, man. That's a lot of snow.
It was too much.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. So now when you guys are playing or making these tunes, how does it work? Is it music first? Is it lyrics first? Is it a combination?
For the most part, I am the main songwriter of Travel Amygdala. I may bring like a finished product to them. Be like, hey, you guys like this? You don't? And kind of continue from there. I mean, there are times where other people might come to practice and introduce a riff, and so there's definitely some songs that I've written on my own, but there's definitely some songs where we've all had like a major role in writing it. Like my drummer came to practice one day with a ridiculous drum line, and then I kind of wrote over him. But I guess it's never really one way. It's either one of us comes with an idea, or I come with kind of almost a whole song, or we'll just have like a free jam and be like, wow, that riff was really good. You know, us being very progressive, we can just kind of jam on something and pick out what we do and we don't like. So sometimes it happens organically, sometimes it's pre-planned. But
now, do you ever find yourself like you're jamming, you find that riff, and then you start fiddling with it and you break it? And you go, fuck, man, we just fucked that riff all up, man. We fucked it up. Let's go back to the original riff, man. We got to go.
Yeah. That has certainly happened where, like, we've had certain riffs in mind and then something changes along the way. Something I've definitely learned to start doing recently when, like, writing new riffs is I'm always trying to record myself on the phone. Because sometimes you get that really organic sound in the beginning, and then the more that you try to hit at it, you're just kind of beating a dead horse.
Yeah, and you lose it.
Record your stuff. Record it.
And thank God for technology. Much like we were saying earlier, it's brilliant that you guys, as musicians and creators, are able to now mobily kind of have an idea and go, shit, I need to record this real quick. Click on the phone and blah 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 blah. There it is. There's the riff. And when you get home, you're not like, fuck, man, I had that awesome riff, and now it's gone.
Mm-hmm. I mean, luckily, I have a memory for the most part, like an elephant. I remember how to play, like, my first song that I ever wrote, and usually everyone's asking me, oh, what was my guitar line? I'm like, oh, it was this.
Yeah, dude, and this, and then this, and then that part. I told you to do the bendy part. I win. So Brian, you're awfully quiet back there. Do you have some questions for our guest here, Josh?
Not so much, man. I wanted to actually just loop that song you played and go grab all of your stuff as soon as possible.
Like, right?
Oh, thank you very much, man.
Get it into your collection immediately. Go and do that. Absolutely.
No joke, no ass kissing. That was like right up my musical alley, like, to a fucking T. So I'm very impressed, my man.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you. Come out to the show on the 22nd.
I'll fucking be there, dude.
I would definitely be there, but I am obligated to another show that night, so I apologize. I'm mad that I can't, but
ain't no thing but a chicken wing, man.
That's right. You'll be back again. I know once Brian sees you guys live, he's just gonna be. You're gonna have to wipe the drool off his chin a little. He might buy you a shot or two, and then you guys will be playing down here some more, and we all have to thank Drea for that because she's the one that introduced this whole situation. It's awesome, and I mean, look, man, you're more than welcome to anytime hit me up here at OFNR. And I do like show flyers, like so if you're doing a show. And it's your show, and you need a really dope flyer that's poster quality, high res. Just hit me up, dude, and I don't charge you. Brian, I've done so many. How many? I'm actually working on one for him right now.
Nice.
So and that's a serious thing. Like that's an OFNR thing. If you need help, I'd hate to have you have an awesome event and then you go up and put up a flyer that looks like some 6-year-old drew it.
Yeah,
that's lame.
I hear you, dude, for sure.
But that's just. I don't know, man. Again, it's all about network. It's all about family. It's like camping out at Driz. It's the idea that we're here to help each other, man, and to help you do the thing you do, and that's play music and entertain our asses while we drink. Right? I mean, that's pretty much a band's job.
Yeah.
Bring me some entertainment while I get a beer or 5.
Remind me of you guys' band's names and stuff, so I can also do my part and check y'all out and
Brian's
try
in
to see a fit bill.
Yeah, Brian's in The Shape. That's the name of the band, The Shape. And
just The Shape.
Yep.
Sweet.
And then, of course, I'm Knob. I just do the radio station thing, man. I do radio because I'm not that great of a musician. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So I do this instead.
Listen, man, if Mick Jagger can sing, anybody can sing.
Yeah, but you know what,
That's one
dude?
thing.
That dude is fucking got to be embalmed or something, man. That dude is still living. It's crazy. All right, so now here's a good question. If you could if you could remove one band from existence, if you don't have to hear it no more, like on the regular FM stations, is there a band or song that you're just tired of hearing?
Dude, okay. This is going to sound weird. I don't know if I would want to remove a band from existence unless there was like One Direction or those guys are in
Right,
games.
yeah,
So
exactly.
That kind of goes without saying.
Right.
But I wish I could remove Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses.
You just killed me.
Just hear them as an instrumental band because I love the music, but I can't get over his voice, man. He drives
Are you talking
crazy.
just today or even Appetite for Destruction?
What is it?
Are you talking just like Chinese Democracy and today's stuff? Or are you talking...
I just hate his voice in general. I've never been able to choke it. I'm sorry if I hurt anybody's feelings.
I still love you, man, but...
Brian, you're gonna die! That's awesome.
But,
no, I mean, I hear you, dude. Look, there are bands and things that I'm just like, man, I don't, like Zeppelin, for me, if I never heard another Zeppelin song, I'd be all right with that. I'd be okay with it, honestly.
All right, now we're not cool.
Dude, they're the greatest thieves of all times.
Hey, if you get a chance, look up Axl Rose fail compilations, and it's like all videos of him like now trying to sing, and oh my
Jesus.
God, it's kind of scary. He's completely lost his voice.
Well, dude,
at least back then he was a listenable singer, but it's so funny. You have to see it.
I'll have to check it out.
It's great. You might put it on your show one day.
Maybe. Anyhow.
Actually, I do got one quick question I usually ask. What are your top 5 records of all time?
Ooh, good one.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to start by saying The Wall, Pink Floyd. Favorite band in the world, Nirvana, In Utero, absolutely. So The Wall, In Utero, Toxicity, Bob Marley's Exodus, and Gorilla's Demon Days. Done.
Nice.
That's a good selection.
Yeah, man. To go along with that, what's the first CD you ever bought with your own money, and what's the most recent album that you bought?
Okay. So I can't say the first CD because when I bought my first CD, I actually bought my first CDs. And it was Black Sabbath's Paranoid.
Nice.
White Stripes' self-titled first album. Led Zeppelin 4. And actually, it was just those 3 albums. Those were my first 3 albums I bought.
And what about most recently?
Most recent?
Whether it be online or wherever.
I think most recent, it might have been Gojira's, I can never pronounce the album name, La France Vage. It wasn't that one. It was one with the guy on the front as a skeleton. I forget the name of the album, but it has like the Art of Dying on it and stuff like that.
Nice. Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, sometimes I'm horrible with album names.
Now,
many of them.
Speaking of all that, I mean, as far as tangible, do you like tangible medium? Do you like actually going out to the record store and buying a CD, or are you a fan of digital downloads? And what's your thoughts on streaming?
Wow, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
Well, first of all, I have actually never personally owned my own computer. if that isn't hard to believe. I've always used other people's computers, but I also never had a cell phone until I graduated high school, and then I got a track phone as my first phone, but that's another topic. I go out all the time to buy my own records, whether it's, supporting like a local mom and pop shop or, checking out Newberry Comics. My girlfriend actually has a what do you call it? A vinyl player, so we buy vinyl too. As far as streaming and downloads, I mean, I guess it certainly has had an effect on bands being able to go platinum nowadays.
Yeah, well, last year was the first year ever that there was only one platinum record, in fact.
Really?
Yep, Taylor
Who
Swift.
was it?
Taylor Swift was the only person to have a platinum record last year.
Wow.
So,
I mean,
and that's the first time ever
definitely
since.
heard that.
Yeah, it's the first time since '76, which is when it started.
Yeah, so I don't know, I guess it's harder to measure artists in that respect nowadays as, should we make a new scale of what is platinum to kind of go with the times, include the downloads,
the thing is, there were plenty of platinum singles, there were plenty of platinum songs, but there were no platinum records. So I guess that's the new method is via. It almost goes back to the olden times, the 50s when there was singles. Singles was the thing, man. You'd buy a 45 and it'd have one song on the fucking thing and a B-side. And the B-side actually was the other side of the record. It was a different side of the fucking album. That's why they call it a B-side. And you fucking put that stupid big fucking disc thing inside the record player so that you can put the 45 on and play that shit, and you got one tune out of it. That was the way things were done. And then it turned into albums, and now we're back to fucking singles again. People's ADD or whatever has taken over, and people aren't listening to music like they used to. They're not consuming it the way they used to.
Oh, don't even get me started on that, because I could just literally kill the world and kill. It sounds horrible, but I feel like if we just sent all the stupid people to the moon, everything would be so much better.
They're raptured,
and
boom,
it's literally dumbing down the nation. The stuff that people listen to is just really it's unbelievable. It's you're making yourself more stupid.
Well, and it's
by listening to it,
and it's so commercialized and force fed, and it sucks because as a result, metal has gone the way of the dodo as far as sponsorship, endorsements, and things like that. Look, Mayhem Festival's done. That's it. There will no longer be a Mayhem Festival.
Yeah, but someone's going to come around and fill that void. Right when Ozfest was waning out, Mayhem kind of came in and took over. There's going to be another festival event right before you know it, man.
I'm just saying that, it's cyclical. I mean, the fact of the matter is people aren't going as much as they used to. First of all, if they fucking bring your ticket prices down to a reasonable goddamn rate, more people would attend these goddamn events. But that's why people go to fucking local events. It's cheaper. You can, we just had a big show here. Positive Entertainment, which is a big promoter here, had his 2-day anniversary, 2-day indoor-outdoor festival here at Cherry Street, the place you guys are gonna be playing, and it was fucking more people came out, and it's awesome because that's true support, that's true unity, that's true family, that's true being able to hang out with your buddies and catch some awesome shit and learn some new shit and wow, man, that band was amazing. I need to look more into them, or these guys were cool to talk to, or whatever. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. And then you tell your friends, hey, again, it goes back to the olden times, man. Back in my day in Diggity 4, see, what you don't understand is what I used to do is we take the record out, and the record was this big black. I know I can't say that word anymore, but and so, it's serious. It's ridiculous, and I think it's. You can't bring. I say it and I say it and I say it. You can't bring a digital download to your favorite artist and have them sign it. You know what I mean? There's something to be said about going out and buying a record. There's something to be said about buying an album and opening up the packaging and reading the lyrics or reading the liner notes, even if there's no lyrics, or just looking at the pictures in some cases. Pink Floyd The Wall is a perfect fucking example of this. That vinyl is art. It's not just it's not just a album cover. It's fucking actual art. And the dude who drew it or painted it was a fucking actual artiste. Like, that's what he do. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What
There's
happened?
a big disconnection, in I feel, in music and arts nowadays.
Exactly,
It sucks.
And the disconnection is that tangible medium, because by buying it, for me, I love streaming only because I do streaming. I'm OFNR. I run a radio station, but I hate streaming because it loses that I am a part of something by buying a record. I buy into the band. I buy into the whole idea of what they're behind, what they do and what they are and like how they move me. You know what I mean? I purchased it because I'm a fan. And you know what I mean? I want that thing. I want that item so that I can have it. And it used to be a trophy, when I was younger, when I was fucking back in my day, I'd fucking, run over to my buddy's house. Hey, dude, I just bought the brand new fucking Anthrax record, dude. We got to play this shit right now. Like, let's put this goddamn cassette in right now. And my buddies be like, how the fuck did you get the brand new Anthrax record? Dude, that's all. Like, it used to be something that mattered. Like, oh, dude, I just got, the fucking Metal Church brand new cassette, 6-song EP. It's like, oh, dude, that's awesome. Let's go listen to that shit right now. Let's, like, skateboard and fucking listen to metal. And now it's not like that. I mean, most people I know, at least in my community, of course, in the metal community, it's different. You talk to people who are active consumers. I'm talking about the normal folks. Man,
Everyday Joe.
Yeah, the everyday Joe, man. They're just oblivious almost to some of the amazing things that they could be listening to instead of what they're listening to.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much to be said about that.
Now,
that whole topic.
Last question. I know it's getting kind of late here, and we've had you on here for a while, but I think to end the discussion of bands and things like that is, and I fucking totally have lost my train of thought. I'm not even gonna lie. I think we're at our end here, and I thank you so much for your time. I think we've had a great time here tonight, and we could.
No, thank you very much for having me.
We could go on, and to me, doing this, like the radio station stuff, and even going to Cherry Street and doing this it's like sitting down and having just a good old conversation with people that are into the kind of the same stuff you're into. I love fucking music and albums and buying records and shit, man. That's cool as fuck, when a band comes through and they've got a vinyl, you're damn right I'm fucking gonna buy it, even if I never listen to that shit, just because they made it. It's like, damn, dude, you made a vinyl, that's awesome. I want it, you know what I mean? Just to have it. I'm just one of those, I don't know, I'm just one of those guys. So it's cool to find other bands. I'm glad that both Brian through Drea, hooked up this interview. I was able to talk with you a little while, learn about another new band out of my state, out of my, general area. I love finding bands from other places, man. It's awesome, So kudos to what you guys are doing. I'm fucking loving it. I'm sorry that I'm gonna miss the show. I can't wait till you guys do come back, because I know you will. And
absolutely,
the last thing that I need from you, dude, is for you to give me like an artist ID. Tell these fine folks your name. Tell them the band Travel Amygdala, and then tell them that they're rocking out here to OFNR. And that'd be it.
Wait. Repeat that one more time.
All right.
So, a moment.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I don't see. So it's your name, the band, obviously, and then that they're tuned into OFNR.
All right. This is Joshua Jackie Bix from Travel Amygdala, rocking out on OFNR. Check these guys out. Always stay tuned. Thank you. Good night. Peace, love, and rock and roll.
I love it, dude. It's perfect. Absolutely awesome, dude. The show is syndicated on theindyauthority.com on Thursdays from 3:30 to 6:30, and then I always put it up on YouTube, so I'll send you a link.
Sweet.
So we can, send it out to the masses and masses. And, dude, thank you so much for hanging out with us and talking with us tonight, dude. Anytime, when you guys get the record all finished up, if you want to shoot us over some tunes or whatever and talk about the record, I'm totally, that'd be awesome.
Absolutely. And just for all you CT people out there, we'll see you at Cherry Street on August 22nd. Dre Emery presents killer bands from mainly out of state. Thank you guys for having us. We really appreciate it, and we'll be back sometime soon.
Good night, man.
All right, have a good night. Thank you very much.
Very, very much. There you go, Joshua from fucking Travel Amygdala. Dude, I totally spaced on that last question. I had something really good. I know I did.
I wanted to jump in and try and guide you, but I didn't know where you were going.
It was there in a fleeting glimpse, and then it's gone. It's all gone. It's gone. It's all gone. Another awesome interview. I don't think people really understand how much I love finding new bands that I'm just like, oh my God, these guys are great. Oh my God, these guys are awesome. Oh my God, I love listening to this band. Oh my God, I got to buy this record. Like, I'm a music fan with way too much time on my hands.
They're fucking awesome, man. That track blew me away. I want to hear their whole, whatever they got, album EP-wise. That was fucking kick-ass, dude.
Seriously. Not sure what's... yeah, there it goes. It's being weird.
What's up?
Oh. Nothing. The computer, threw up on itself. All right, so we're going to take a quick music break. I do have an article. I know it's like 10 here, but I've got a cool little article about why your social channels aren't working. Some ideas to, make it so that people are more interested in your posts. I think that could be beneficial. And then we got to get to the Promoter Town Monolithic Music Minute. And if you see, I threw that little flyer right in there.
Thank you, sir.
And then we got the news and Douchebag of the Week. I don't have too many news stories this week, so it kind of works out.
Well, we got Paco, maybe.
Oh, yeah. And I'll have to throw in some fucking bad libs for Paco later. So keep it locked for that. We will definitely do a googly. We are going to take a quick music break. I want to hear a song about bringing the people together, man. I know we do mostly metal and shit, but I want to personally want to hear a song about bringing the people together. And then I'm going to bring it to that one, and then so this one, man, you guys know I love the fucking Fear Nuttin' band from Mass. I should have asked him, Josh, if he'd ever heard of those guys, because they're from fucking Worcester, Mass. And that's a little far away from Revere, but about 20 minutes or so. Anyway, here's some fucking Fear Nuttin'. People living together. Boom Blaze. OFNR is official Fear Nuttin' Radio.
It's about a world of people, not color, race, or class, to pull resources together and forget about the past. Put away our differences, we can make it to work for the betterment of a nation. I wanna see my people living together. Tell me what are we fighting for? Free up the soldiers from Afghanistan. Your position has stopped. And the people them are all aware we need a better health care. The poor class are living in a despair. The system is designed to keep the weak ones down. Set the way. The police will teach it true. Carry the system just by two. Cause the youth them get out and one power and come we group. All the father the privilege. And the fathers them to teach. How your hands are critical while the youth them to reach. My people living together. Oh Lord. Oh, I wanna see, yeah, my people living together. Oh Lord. Ooh,
Alright, everybody quiet on the set here. Let this man do his thing. Ali, if you will be so kind, please.
Yes, yes. Can you hear that the guitar?
Yeah,
Nice,
man.
Alright, nice one. Right. There's a tune I write not well quite a while ago. You know, I just want to exercise it right here on the Bob Marino show. Scene and all. Dojo. For real and all the shebang. 'Cause you know, say when we travel nice and easy. Naturally, okay?
Keep it real.
All right.
To it.
Listen.
So many places I had to go, Lord. 'Cause I got a vibe I wanna show the world. So many places I had to go, Lord. 'Cause I got a vibe I wanna show the world. I got a vibe I wanna show the world. Yes, I got a vibe I wanna show the world. Listen, girl. Do you really remember, baby, all the things you said to me? You said I shouldn't go and that I should stay, but so many places I had to go now. 'Cause I got a vibe I wanna show the world. So many places I wanna go now. 'Cause I got a vibe I wanna show the world. Yes, I got a vibe I wanna show the world. I got a vibe I wanna show the world. I got a vibe I wanna show the world. I hear you say you really love me, baby, and you say I shouldn't go away now. I hear you begging me to stay now. What you say? So many places I had to go now. 'Cause I got a vibe I wanna show the world. I got a vibe I wanna show the world. I got a vibe I wanna show the world. Yes, I got a vibe I wanna show the world. I got a vibe I wanna show the world. Listen, girl. Do you really remember, baby, all the things you said to me? You said I shouldn't go and that I should stay, but so many places I had to go, Lord. 'Cause I got a vibe I wanna show the world. Yes, I got a vibe I wanna show the world. Bob Marino, you know that? I got a vibe I wanna show the world. I got a vibe I wanna show the world.
That was great. That was amazing, yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. Those of you who are listening, you just got a gift, yo, from Official FN Radio and Ali Kochi, man. Thank you for that gift.
That's a happy meal. That's a fucking happy meal.
That was absolutely awesome, man.
Thank you.
Do what's going on, dude? What's going on? Hey, what's in the bag, dude? You got like a whole bag of CDs right there, man. If you were to pick out one CD out of that whole bag this week, what would it be? What's in the bag? What's in the bag? What's on?
Yo, what up, Voltaires? How you doing?
My massive state.
Yeah, massive state, huh? Yo, how's your game tonight?
My game is a 10.
He's a motherfucking carnivore bitch making mad money and he loves to score. He and the crew are gonna leave you sore back cannon on your boy straight out the door. Specializing blunts cause he's so hardcore. The crowd goes wild and is screaming for more. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Massive state, but you can't relate. Too many bitches to calculate. Solid like snake, don't try to emulate. Moves like a Mac, let me demonstrate. Skills you and Dutchie on your first date. Don't be surprised when your period's late. Straight and fast, and you can't hate. Throwing dollar bills, cause business is great. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor.
Hey, Voodoo, can I hop on this track, man? Can I say something? Alright. Is it my turn? It's my turn, right? Okay. I'll tell you about my game. Yo. All the cold town white girls know that when Tono's in the room, yeah, it's got to go. You can't miss out when I drop my flow. If baby ain't waiting for the back door. Inside out, I'm all over. They walking with the chicks with Gucci cutters. Loving it, but I really ain't got no rubbers. Oh shit, I think I just got a baby mother. Crazy out on the dance floor. Funky with it, man, I be snatching your hoe. And every move I make is fresh. To the fold, to the nines, baby. And we let it go. Come on.
Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Don't roll up until 11:30. Just watch the door, cause here comes your hero. And dudes looking over when I'm snatching your bitch. Cause the biz gets nasty when it's fixing the glitch. And I don't need a shield when I'm going to war. Your ass is still naked and I'm out the door. Don't you think twice at the end of the night. Cause the USS stands walking you right. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10. Game is a 10. Game is a 10. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor. Game is a 10 out on the dance floor.
Roll down 84 in a Honda, head west to Dirty Water, off 18 Highland, born and raised. We drive around, don't know the streets, Penatuck ain't MIT, clock tower still be stuck at 8. My brother Steve protects the peace, blind guy Joe goes DDD, pimping the mall with his cane. I jumped the hump on Chipman Street, fried dome on Carmel Feast, Holy Land, your face built in a ghetto. Gangbangers hanging down Willow. Cherry Street, come on and show some leg. Tavasi's where we be heading. The spot's spread for happy endings. J-Mar is where we used to raise Paul's Toyota. From Barnard to West Side, Sacred Heart you can't hide. Expose your fucking ways to the kids of Christ. In Waterbury, in Waterbury, in Waterbury, in Waterbury, I'm still at home.
Such a lovely pair of words, and it's international. I don't care where you are. If somebody's fucking with your bags at Lhasa Airport in Tibet, and he's got a shaven head and saffron clothes on, and you say, hey, fuck off, he knows exactly what you mean. He will fuck off. Off he will fuck. Fuck off doesn't mean go away. Fuck off means fuck off. And everybody feels what it means. Nobody can write it down. There is no English equivalent for fuck off. Because it is English, fuck off. You know? And English expressions don't have English equivalents. They fucking are. You know?
They just are. Hello?
They are indeed.
You just heard some old school stuff, man. I haven't heard some of those two tunes in particular. I haven't heard in a really long time, so I dug them out of my bag for you this week. That was Permanent Ability with In Waterbury. That dude's like a Grammy nominee, like several-time Grammy nominee kind of situation. Then before that, Phantom Celerity with Game. I hadn't heard that song in fucking, God, it's been a few years. So I had to throw that one in. Before that, Aili Kochi Bantan with Vibe to Show the World. That was recorded right here at OFNR Studios. Live. Fucking awesome song. I love it. And before that, Fear Nothing Band with People Living Together. Why can't we all just get along, man? Why can't we all just get along?
Amazing band.
Fucking amazing band, let me tell you. All right, so let's do the Monolithic Music Minute foist.
Si, senor.
And I give it to you, S.A.
Yeah, man. Well, welcome to the Monolithic Minute, sponsored by Promoter Sound, and including Metal Fortress Radio, Anti-Radio, Alternative Control, Monolithic Music, Ear One Productions, Positonic Entertainment, Audio Vault Entertainment, RST Productions, the lovely Drea Marie Presents, Metal Syndicate of Connecticut, and of course, official fucking new radio. Thank you very much.
That would be us.
If you are out tonight, I don't know if it's still going on, but over at Cherry Street in Wallingford, Bloodfuckers, best name ever. Liquor Baron, Undercliff, and Blood Red Whiskey. And Liquor Baron, by the way, is an incredible fucking band. So
It's only 10 o'clock, dude. It's definitely still going on down there.
Doors are at 7:30. I think shows at 8:30 or 9. As soon as we are done, or if you're tired of hearing us talk, you get your ass down to Cherry Street.
Or
$5
Or you could take us with you.
You totally could, actually.
You could take us. You could, if you got an Android device, especially. All you got to do is the same thing you would do at your computer. Go to OFNR Forever and click the monkey. Then just click play and you're there.
So get in your fucking car, listen to the rest of the show, and then rock out.
Right, and then give your phone to Road and be like, put this over the airwaves, motherfucker.
Yeah. $5 only, 21 plus, of course. Then on the 7th, which I believe is Friday, there's actually 4 shows going on. So you got a pick of the litter right here. Amity Teen Center in Woodbridge for all you underage youngins. There is the Blackout and Ready tour featuring Approaching Troy, Rise and Resist, Hollow, Event Horizon, To Die a Legend, Never See Sunrise. Doors are at 5. Are you playing a sound clip of Wind, bruh?
What? No, bruh. I swear to God, I'm not doing nothing, bruh.
5 p.m., $10, all ages. Also, Cook's Cafe in Naugatuck, The Metal Mixer, featuring Black Sheep Collective, Continuum, Paragon Theorem, Falling Further, and A Moment to Riot.
There it is.
Doors are at 7:30. Entry is $5. Ages of 21 plus. Also, at Cafe 9, Drink Deeply presents Mind Over Master, Zombie, Atlas Bloom, Javier and Las Juanitas, which I thought was Los Dish Dog, but I could be wrong. And Thrust, that's 8:30.
Maybe it's a different band.
Could be. 8:30, $5, 21 plus. And finally that night there's St. Sebastian's Men's Club in Ansonia, Currents, Acius, who you just heard earlier, Dream of Sepio, Cyperna, and Construct Paradise. That is a fucking awesome show.
That is a brutal fucking lineup right there, dude. Currents is nasty as fuck.
Yep, you got Acius and Dreams of CBO and Cyperna. They're fucking disgusting. Construct Paradise, I don't believe I heard, but if they're on that lineup, I can only imagine they're fucking awesome.
That'd be
That's
pretty
it.
brutal. Yeah, I kind of want to go see that, man, but I think I've got a prior obligation.
Get out of said obligation.
I know. I need to go have some Cyperna in my life. It's been a while.
Get you some. $10, 21 plus, and on the 8th at Cherry Street Station in Wallingford, Posdemic Entertainment presents Marissa Ann's B-Day Bash featuring Chaotic, Goat Herder, Our Own Destruction, yours truly in the shape, and some special surprise guests that I guess aren't going to be announced till the day of the show, so come down and find out. It's going to be at 8 o'clock. Doors, $5, 21 plus. And also, of course, like we spoke tonight for 2 things, Drea Marie presents Killer Sounds from Mostly Out of State, featuring Travel Amygdala, who you've had on here. We had on here Beat the Doll, Transdust, and a bunch of other great bands. And also, the very next day, we have Slothfest up at Bleachers in Bristol. You got a crazy show there for Ron Cusick, R.I.P. You got Eyes of the Dead. You have Us in the Shape, Continuum. Just way too many bands to list out right now in the limited time I got, but it's going to be fucking awesome.
Fucking Stockholm Syndrome, Tyrant Trooper. It's going to be nuts, man. OFNR is going to be there live. Because we are the official fucking radio station of Slothfest.
Indeed.
And I'm proud to say that shit.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, and last thing, just announced today, I put up Serious Thing for a moment. Obviously, if you guys know what the space is and, has done for local music in the past, 15 years or more or so. They're a great venue, great bunch of people between the space, the outer space, and the space ballroom, and they're in a bit of trouble with the main space venue. So we at Monolithic Music are throwing a 2-day festival Labor Day weekend, Saturday and Sunday, September 5th and 6th.
Festival!
That's right, and this man is working on the flyer just to run it down real quick before we get off. It's going to be our last show for the year.
You said get off.
What's up?
You said get off.
Before I get off the news. Anyway, 2 days, 2 stages, no set overlap. It's going to be our last show for the Shape through probably like March of next year. Samsara, Mile Marker Zero, The Aberration, Kings of Nothing, Brighter Than 1,000 Suns, 1974, The Gates of Ivory, Salader, Disabled Time, Insanovision, Big Moon, Lighthouse, She Walks Without Legs, Mid-Atlantic Title, Jimmy Junkbird and the Stiffs, James and Johnson, Andrew Pinto, The Brain Room, Growlix, Quantum Funk, Sirens Over Samaria, Cometa, Tempest Edge, The Maddening Process, Mystic Seahorse, Eddie Crash, and a few more surprises that you'll find out about in the coming days. Tickets in advance are $10 a day, or you can just go ahead and get a weekend pass for $17. It is well worth your money, and 100% of it goes to Save the Space. So please do that. And if you can't make it out to the shows, go and donate on their GoFundMe campaign to help save a really great group of people and a really great venue, man, that helps a lot of young artists out especially.
And if you don't do that, go fund yourself.
Yeah, and if you don't do any of that, go fuck yourself. You're an asshole.
You, sir, can go fuck yourself.
That's it for the minute.
That's it for the minute. Of course, I think on the 5th is also the Metal Syndicate Diversity of Metal Fest over at City Limits. So
Correct.
If
in the spirit of Promoter Town, I did not want to obviously compete with that show. I would like to spread it around, but unfortunately, those were the days that were given to me. Much success to that show, and the guys at Metal Syndicast, they are fucking awesome dudes, and I know that show is going to be awesome and do really, really well.
Most definitely.
Just something I couldn't pass up, especially...
oh, no doubt. Dude, look, I understand. I just have to... I got to make sure I throw it out there.
Oh, absolutely. Dude, throw it out. That's going to be an awesome show, man. Eyes of the Dead, In the Red. Is it Fear the Masses on that show, too?
I think Fear the Masses on that bill.
Hustling Rubicon and Vision, who's doing both. They're doing the 5th on that show. They're doing the 6th on the Space.
Which is cool as fuck.
Shallow Ground, from what I remember. I think there's another Antiero. It's going to be a fucking great show, and I think it's only like $5 or $6. They announced if you wear your Metal Syndicast t-shirt in there. So
waiting for mine in the mail. I want mine.
But definitely go check that out, man, and try to bounce back and forth, man. It's a whole weekend of shows, so if you can go out to that one and then
might as well. Yeah, I mean, look, you can do one on one day and the other on the other day, and you still got Monday because it's Labor Day. So
never should. If on Sunday, I mean, our show starts at 1:00. You want to come catch a few bands? Come on down for a couple of bucks, then head over to fucking go see Metal Diversity.
Exactly. Do both.
It's all love, brother. One way or the other.
That's right, man. All right, well, I think it's time for the news. Let's do the news.
The news.
It is time. Oh, yes. It is time right now for
Yep. Time for the news. It is August the 4th, 10:26 p.m. here in Waterbury. And it's time for the fucking news. Not too many stories this week. We do still have that article. I don't know if that really fits into the news, and we'll see if we get to it or not. And if not, we'll hold on to it for next week.
It's relevant.
However, Red Bull gives you hypertension.
Whopper, I gotta stop you real quick.
What?
Who are our lovely sponsors?
Oh, you are totally right, bro. That's a party foul.
Party foul.
That's fucking... That's flag. I should be flagged for that.
Keep you on your toes, man.
I should totally be flagged for that. And so, bear with me for 5 seconds here, because I need to prepare myself to do our sponsors properly. And
while you do that, I will say, for one of them, I am currently drinking a handle of Cold Cock whiskey.
Nice.
Because it's fucking delicious, and they sponsor OFNR. It's a perfect marriage. Go get yourself some Cold Cock.
Knobs News Corner is brought to you in part by Cold Cock Whiskey, made with aged American bourbon and herbs like green tea, hibiscus, eucalyptus, ginger, ginkgo, and many more. Smooth taste, no whiskey burn. Take your shot. ColdCockWhiskey.com. Also brought to you in part by Blow Paste, because unlike most lubricants that have preservatives and aspartame, Blow Paste is a simple way to keep your mouth clean and fresh while doing the deed. You can also use Blow Paste for massage, lip gloss, and of course, hand jobs. Blow Paste is good for any cavity. Substitute your toothbrush with a dick. Blow job a day with Blow Paste at cheekychacha.com.
Boom!
Now then, headline: Red Bull gives you hypertension. In Ireland, a jobless 365-pound mom boy, that's a good big goo. Wow. She's going blind. No shit.
That's huge, bitch.
She's going blind after drinking 28 cans of Red Bull a day.
Well, a day?
A day.
I mean, I'm at that weight especially, and with how much caffeine is in a Red Bull, I'm shocked her heart didn't explode yet.
I mean, I have a Red Bull, and I'm like, I turn into Cornholio.
I can't even have any of that shit.
You know what I mean? She's drinking 28 cans of the shit a day, dude. That's fucking... Dude, they come in 4 case.
Dude, of course it's going to give you fucking hypertension. It's going to put the blood pressure through the roof.
Lena Lipari, 26, from Newton Abbey in County Antrim, Northern Ireland, has gained so much weight from having 7 liters on a daily basis that her brain has actually swollen. Mother of 3, consumed more than 3,000 calories from the drink every day, was quote-unquote unaware of the damage she was doing until she collapsed in June. Doctors discovered she had developed a condition known as idiopathic intracranial hypertension, which they said will result in her being overweight.
I mean, dude, you're drinking a can full of Red Bull. It's jacked with caffeine and other chemicals.
And sugar and fucking...
all the sugar you get on top of that and the carbs, of course you're going to... Oh, God.
And calories, and now you're not drinking 1, you're drinking 28 a day.
Dude, when I have, like, more than 3, like, you know, fucking 1 liter, or not even 1 liter, but, like, the 16-ounce things of soda a day, I start feeling funny, so I can only imagine a fucking 28 cans of Red Bull.
Right? How is she not dead, dude?
I'm glad she's not, but
I'm not saying I'm not wishing her dead. No, absolutely. But I'm just wondering. I'm seriously concerned. Like, oh my God.
I mean, common sense should dictate, like, any amount of, even water. You drink, like, that equivalent of water, you're not feeling that great today. That's like 2-3 gallons. You're going to have some fucking problems.
Yeah, but at least if it was water, it she wouldn't be putting on the calories, wouldn't be putting on the weight, wouldn't have a swollen brain, and hypertension.
She'd be able to piss it all out. Anyway.
Moving on.
Ground control to Major Tom. In Virginia, a Virginia man has opened up about what it's like having a wife who volunteered to be part of the controversial Mars One mission, and the fact that in just a few years, he and his sons are expected to say goodbye to her forever.
Now, stop for a second. Stop. Check this out. I mean, can you imagine your wife that you have 2 children with has decided, fuck you guys, I'm going to Mars.
Dude, that's like fucking Interstellar, like a real life Interstellar.
Yeah.
Jason Stanford refers to himself as an astronaut wife because his actual wife and stepmother to his 2 sons, Sonia Van Meter, 36, was one of the people chosen for the Mars One project, a privately funded one-way mission which hopes to establish a permanent human colony on the Red Planet. The first Mars One mission is slated to launch in 2026 amid widespread criticism from scientists and space luminaries, with 4 people to touch down and then another 4 every 2 years from there. My hope in this, just side comment, is I've seen aliens multiple times, so keep the Weyland-Yutani Corporation away and don't have any biomechanized, xenomorphs on the planet. I think it'll be all right.
It's only 11 years away, bro.
That's fucking soon in that time frame. Especially for big-ass space missions like that.
Yeah, no doubt. That's crazy. Dude, I just couldn't even imagine. Like, okay, kids, let's say goodbye to Mom. She's going to Mars. When's Mommy coming back? No. She's going to Mars. One of these days, Alice. One of these days. Bang, zoom, the Mars. I know it was the moon, but come on, people. All right, next. Mowed down. Speaking of wives and husbands and such, a $1 million bond has been issued for a man accused of shooting his neighbor to death, then running her over with a lawnmower. According to the Huron County Sheriff's Office, deputies were called just after 11 p.m., told that shots were fired in home 4300 block of Kirkwood Drive Tuesday. When deputies arrived at the scene, Linda Ciato, 62, was found with a gunshot wound to the head. She was pronounced dead at the scene. James Blair, 50, is accused of shooting Ciato and then running her over with the lawnmower. It's a little excessive there, buddy. Just a little.
Yeah.
He looks like a fucking nutbag, too.
Nutbags happen, bro.
I mean, dude, you really got to be pretty fucking crazy to shoot your neighbor and then run her over with a lawnmower. And the dude looks like he's wearing like a bulletproof vest and shit. It's just,
and he go for the trifecta and hop in the tank.
He might, dude. He just might. This has been a difficult crime scene to work due to the heat and deputies overheating.
Oof.
So, strong support for the community with food, water, other office of assistance. Grateful to have all the support that they can have. And if you have any information about Mr. James H. Blair, who is now in search of, be on the lookout for James Blair, 50, accused of shooting Seattle and then running her over with a lawnmower.
I'm speechless, man. I got nothing to say about that. So, moving on. Right in the feels! Massachusetts, it is an expression widely used, I feel your pain. But for one doctor, the saying is uttered with complete sincerity. For Dr. Joel Salinas, who works at Massachusetts General Hospital, he's in a rare position. He can physically feel what his patients are going through. So this is like, what's that fucking guy on TV that's like, oh, you have a dead relative, I'm sensing a Jane. That guy, what's his fucking name?
I don't fucking remember.
You know the guy
I know who you're
talking
talking about. Yeah, I know who you're talking. I just don't remember his name.
So I guess he's like the doctor version of this fucking guy. The neurologist suffers the rare condition mirror touch synesthesia, a condition which means he experiences the same sensations he observes others going through. Dr. Salinas first noticed the condition when he was a child. It's only proved to grow and worsen with time. I just feel like that's some sort of mental condition as opposed to actually feeling that. Like, you know, when you have anxiety or depression, a lot of times that's self-made in your own head. So I kind of put bullshit on that in terms of an actual ability. Otherwise, he's an X-Man.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Yeah.
Had a band many moons ago named Jed from California. This is like 06, 07, 08 maybe at the latest. They were like one of the first early, OFNR bands. They're from maybe they're from Washington. Anyway, their album was called Synesthesia. It's a fucking awesome record name.
It is a pretty badass name.
Right, man.
As I was saying, I was like, damn, it's a pretty dope name for a record.
Yeah. They did it already. I just wanted to let you know.
Real quick, I just wanted to give a shout out to a guest we had previously on here, Mark Fossarelli from Mile Marker Zero. Happy birthday, brother.
Oh, happy birthday, my friend. Yes.
You're listening out there, so have a good day, my man. Hope you had a good time with the kids and all that. He's not a douchebag, but we're about to get to a douchebag.
Yes, indeed. It's time for the douchebag of the week. We should get some sponsors for the douchebag of the week.
Douchebag of the week. It's time for the Douchebag of the Week award. Brought to you in part by OFNR. Douchebag of the week.
I don't know why it sounds like it's skipping almost. It pisses me off. I hate computers sometimes. Yes, it's time for the Douchebag of the week. You hear that? It's totally skipping. Anyway, where is that?
It's such a serene background.
Deal with it yourself. Albuquerque, New Mexico. A dispatcher for the Albuquerque Fire Department has resigned after a transcript from a 911 call showed him hanging up on a caller who was giving first aid to a 17-year-old shooting victim, who later died. Matthew Sanchez was originally reassigned out of the dispatch center and was performing administrative duties pending a probe of the June 26th incident, in which he told the desperate caller, "I'm not going to deal with this, okay? Deal with it yourself." Teen was shot while sitting on a kitchen counter inside a house in a drive-by attack carried out by unknown assailants, and the kid actually died. So could you imagine, like, you call 911, they're like, "Fuck you, deal with it yourself, hang up." Dude, I'd be like, whoa.
Isn't this like the fucking second dispatcher?
Yep,
or like
it is. It totally is, dude.
What the fuck? Like, dude, you're certified for this fucking job. like, not to go slightly postal on it, but you're certified for this job. You're supposed to be helping people. Get your fucking ass out there and help people.
Absolutely.
You know, like, ugh. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's cool. It's you're totally dead on, man. And this is why they're a douchebag. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous.
No, it's a tough job, but if you're sitting there on your ass and just not responding to a call for help, dude, you should get the fucking tar beat out of you.
Seriously. I mean, quit, like, after you're done with the call, fine. But that's just fucked. I mean, that just, man, that's fucked. And since we can't leave the show like this, man. We can't. And first of all, it's early. We can't leave the show on a bad taste like this, dude. I'm gonna go get Paco.
Drag his ass up.
Come on, man, let me in, man. Come on. Hey, come on, guys, let me in, man, please.
Hey, it's that time again. Time for another band lib with Paco Suave.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's time again, once again. Hey, what's going on? Okay, settle down. You over there, shut up. What's going on, man? It's Paco Suave. It's time again for the bad libs. You know, I come in, I do some stuff, I ask some questions, get some words, and we make up a couple stories. Of course, playing today is Brian Almeida. And Brian, what charity are you playing for today?
Charity am I playing for today, man? I'm playing for the Save the Space, man.
Okay, so today, Brian is playing for Save the Space, and we're going to see what kind of points he can rack up in these questions, okay? Because the points don't matter. You're not getting any fucking points. Okay. So I got two quick stories that we're going to put together. They're quick. And you're going to help me out. I'm going to ask you a couple words. You know how to play this game.
I do indeed, my friend.
Okay, I need a noun.
Noun?
Yeah, noun. Person, place, or thing.
Chode.
A chode. Okay. How about a number?
69, Holmes.
69. Okay, give me another noun.
How
about butthole?
Hold on. Butthole I use a lot. That sounded bad, but you know what I mean.
So a blown out butthole?
Nah, I'm thinking like galactic butthole.
A galactic bunghole. Okay. Describe the galactic bunghole to me.
Vacuous.
Vacuous. That's a good one.
How many did you need? Just one?
That's a really good one right there, vacuous. I like that. How about the verb ending in S?
Okay. Verb ending in S?
Yeah, like fucks. Or shits.
Nut shots.
Nut shots. Describe the nut shots to me.
Brutal.
Brutal nut shots. Okay, give me another noun, please.
I'm trying to go outside the box here.
Box, okay.
No, hold up. My maid Consuelo.
Consuelo
the maid.
The maid, okay. Describe Consuelo the maid to me.
She is sumptuous.
Sumptuous. Okay, I need a plural noun.
Gazongas.
Gazongas, I like that one. That's a really good word to say. Plus, gazongas feel nice in the hands. There's nothing like a good gazonga.
Fucking gazonga melon.
So you go to the fucking store and you're like, excuse me, sir, do you have any gazongas I can touch? I need a noun.
Noun. Pocket rocket.
Pocket rocket. Okay, and I need one more verb ending in S.
Bleeds.
Bleeds. Good one. Okay, so now this is the list. A chode, 69, galactic bunghole, vacuous, nutshots, brutal, Consuela the maid, sumptuous gazongas, pocket rocket, and bleeds. This is Ancient Proverbs by Brian Almeida. A chode in the hand is worth 69 in the galactic bunghole. A vacuous mouth, nut shots, no feet. A brutal Consuela the maid believes anything, but a sumptuous Consuela the maid gives thoughts to his gazongas. And last but not least, a pocket rocket in time bleeds 9. Ancient Proverbs by Brian Almeida.
That came out fantastic, Paco. Can we do a round 2?
Yes, I do have a second one. I have a little bit of time here. Very good proverbs, by the way.
Ancient, man. Since the dawn of our time.
Since the dawn of my nutsack. Okay. Give me a second here. I'm just going over the... Yeah, there we go. Okay. I need an animal. How about Cecil the lion? Everybody's talking about this goddamn lion.
That the one that asshole killed?
Yeah, he should really be the douchebag of the year.
Yeah. He's at least the cunt of the month.
I'll let Knob know that you should definitely do cunt of the month and he should be it. Okay, speaking of cunt of the month, I need a noun. How about cunt of the month?
Yeah, why not?
I need a place. Some dude's mom's nasty vagina.
I was gonna say Donald Trump's basement.
Donald Trump's basement.
His basement kill house.
Basement kill house. Oh, this is gonna be a good one.
You know he has one.
I need a plural noun.
How
about dildos?
Dildos we do a lot, man.
How about drildos?
Drildos?
Yeah, man. You know, like you put a dildo onto like a drill, and then you like push the drill, and it spins around and around like a dildo.
Okay, I can see that.
A dildo. Okay. Describe the dildos to me.
Sinewy.
Sinewy. I need the body part. No, I'm a leper. I need a body part.
A dickcopter.
Dickcopter. I need a noun. Actually, I need 3 nouns.
Cockshackle.
Cockshackle.
Do they have to be plural or regular?
Just regular old nouns. Cockshackle.
And you need 3 of them?
2 more.
Okay. So we have cockshackle, cunt brace.
Cunt brace.
And I'm going to go with a band name that would be an object. Porcupine tree.
Porcupine tree. Okay, I need a verb ending in ed and ed.
Jizzed.
Jizzed. Describe the jizz to me.
Silky smooth.
Silky smooth. It's gross. I need another ed.
As a verb or?
Yeah.
Brazenly fucked.
Brazenly fucked. Okay, I'll do fucked as the verb, and then brazenly as the adverb that I needed next. Perfect. Perfect. See how this worked out? Okay, great. I'll do this the list. Cecil the lion, cunt of the month, Donald Trump's basement killing place, dildo, sinewy, dickcopter, cockshackle, cunt brace, jizz, silky smooth, porcupine tree, fucked, and brazenly. This is a gangster story. Tommy the gangster Cecil the lion was walking up the street to his cunt of the month in Donald Trump basement kill house. But just as he came inside, he saw that his gangster dildo had been replaced with sinewy stuff. He was so mad that he kicked his dickcopter and fell into a cockshackle. Then when he got out, saw the cunt of the month. But after 5 hours of looking around, he saw a cunt brace walking around with his bling. So Tommy stopped the fool, and jizzed all the items that the cunt brace had stolen from him. What's your problem, you silky smooth porcupine tree? If you want to be a gangster, buy your own bling and clothes. Don't steal mine. Tommy fucked and then went home and lived brazenly ever after.
From now on, I'm gonna say to people, "What's up, you silky smooth porcupine tree?"
It could be a thing. It could definitely be a thing. I think you should definitely do it.
When I didn't know that was gonna get comboed, and when I heard it, I had to cover my mouth from yelling out laughter.
Well, there you go. Once again, some bad libs to try to cheer you up at the end of the show. And why we have a Mexican hosting, I'm not really sure, but I gotta do something around here, because otherwise I get kicked out. And then I get deported, and then I gotta come back in. And it's just a big pain in the ass. I mean, it's, I can get back in, it's not a problem. I just mean, it's just a pain to, have to call up my cousin and be like, yo, I need your Pinto, and, 9 other dudes so we can get through the border. So,
Why don't you have a taco truck, man? You can be making them dollars soon, Dolores.
Yeah, man, I could definitely get a taco truck. That sounds, man, I really wish I had some tacos right now.
I'm going to go to Taco Bell after this.
Maybe I'll get some oil heated up and I'll cook up some tacos. Tacos. Okay, well, anyway, now that you talked about tacos, I'm going to go get me some because that sounds great. And I'll see you guys next week. And thanks a lot for tuning in to Indie 180 with Bad Libs and me, Paco Suave. And keep it locked, I guess, for more stuff from Knob and Brian Amida.
Hasta semana, Paco.
Get out of here, you get. You smell. Go make tacos. Don't make a fucking mess. God damn it.
You better be making enough for both of us.
Seriously. You know he's only gonna make enough for himself and then fucking pass out on my couch.
We could just punch him in the face and steal his tacos.
Goddamn beaners. It's time for the end of the show.
We do have one relevant item to fill out the rest of the show here, right?
Oh, yeah, we do have about 10 minutes. We do have a relevant item.
This actually, just from the title and you describing it, this actually is something where, if you are all tuned in and not down at Cherry Streets, this actually could do some good for you if you're in a band or have a company of some kind online that you promote.
6 reasons why your social media channels aren't growing. And I'm going to do it backwards from 6 to 1. Number 6. Your tone is too salesy, or just bad. You never want to come off too salesy in your posts, or even too pushy. Similarly, you don't want to come off as too brash, or aggressive, or unfriendly. Sure, your band's image may be a bit on the tough and badass side, and that's fine. Just know how to toe the line of getting across your messaging and reaching your fans without coming off as some kind of jerk or over the top. Fans want to see more of you in a personal setting, so it'd be good to word your posts in a way that's engaging for them.
Yeah, you definitely want to engage the fans that you have. You want to put up content instead of just stupid banter. You have a show, put up something about the show. You want to give them a little personal view into your recording or whatever you're doing, some personal show shots or tour shots. That's some awesome stuff for fans to take a look at.
Number 5.
Want me to do number 5? I want to go crazy.
Oh, yeah, sure. You can do number 5, sure.
You're scared of ads. A lot of artists are scared of dealing with Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter ads because they're worried they'll be expensive or they're intimidated about how to run them. But if you just go and click around the ad managers on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, you'll see that there are very user-friendly tools, so give it a go. Promoted posts on Facebook, TrueView on YouTube, and Twitter's promoted accounts and tweets are very useful to artists and can give you a good boost for very little money. In other words, there are some cases where you throw some money if you don't know how to properly set up promotion that's paid for Facebook and Twitter. You may be wasting your money by just being a little non-knowledgeable about how to go in and tweak the settings and the audiences to gauge it at. But if you do it the right way, there is a lot of growth you can get out of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you want to spread some information, if you want to tell people about your record, let's say you put out a brand new album, spending $5 in a week is not going to kill you. Spending $20 in a week is not going to kill you. It's actually going to gain you more listeners.
Little extra tip, a lot of times people just don't even select the audience that they want to go to. This is really important too. When they make a wide target audience, you're going to get like farm ads. You're going to get people that aren't, or that are reached that aren't into your kind of music. So try to center them to those channels, to those people you'd like to attract. It's very easy to set those up. Just takes a little extra time.
Bada bing, bada boom. Number 4, you posted too consistent. It's totally possible to post too much on social media. Now, this applies more to those promotional posts because fans generally are okay with fun, interactive posts that aren't too in your face. But posting too often can come off as spammy and absolutely lead your fans to clicking that unfollow button. Ensure your posts are well spread out and that you take an authentic tone when dealing with fans. No autoresponders on Twitter, no post after post trying to push your EP. We get it.
Yeah, you have music, that's why you're there. And if people feel like they're pushy, or if they feel like you're only getting, you're only getting an Autobot responder, well, they don't feel as close to you. So they don't want to, it's kind of like getting spam mail. You click spam on a certain company so it doesn't go into your actual inbox.
Right. It just becomes noise.
Yeah, and it can be annoying. 3, your posts aren't consistent at all. Or worse, your channels are underused. I often tell the story, but I'll share it again for good measure. I had a great R&B artist who's making some traction with their newest single. However, noticed that when Googling her name, instead of her newly designed website showing up or the news articles that were written about her, the number one search result was an outdated MySpace page from a good 5 or 6 years ago. Now, MySpace has old photos, raw and unprofessional demos, and it just wasn't a good look. The artist said she had been meaning to update it as well as a few of her other outlets, but the issue here and the main takeaway is that even if it's a popular outlet such as Instagram or Twitter, if you're not actually using it, your best move is to close the account until you're ready to dedicate the proper time to it. Excuse me. Now, having unused social media channels is a huge turnoff to media, labels, fans, and other influencers. And also, those social media scheduling tools such as Buffer and Hootsuite or even Facebook's built-in scheduler, there's little excuse to not have a consistent presence online these days. So ensure that what you're posting on social media is on a weekly basis and that you're being engaging and open with your fans. Again, that all just posts to engage your fans, provide some content that they can actually get into. That's pretty cut and dry.
Number 2, your content is not engaging. Let's talk about Facebook algorithms for a second. If your post isn't engaged with, it gets pushed down to the bottom of the fans' newsfeed. Or in some instances, it's only shown on select few timelines. It's not until the post is commented on, and or shared that it actually gains visibility. And while Facebook is the most notorious channel for content visibility, every channel is dependent on engagement. Twitter is so real-time that for a tweet to have long shelf life and be seen, it absolutely must be engaging to get retweets and replies. Similarly, Instagram, another very real-time channel, has great content, makes fans want to comment, or else in a few minutes they'll be miles down the feed. Tumblr has reblogs, Pinterest has repinning, and so on, and so on, and so on. The bottom line is you want your content to be engaging and shareable for it to survive and get noticed. Here's some various ways to do that. Quote, here's a sneak peek of our latest single. Let us know what you think. Quote, which is your favorite song on the album? Sirens, Atlas, or another? Let us know. Or, quote, who do you think is the hottest rapper on the radio right now? Those kind of questions are engaging the audience, trying to get responses. And you may not get some at first. That does not mean you should stop. Because your content must be engaging to get people to give a fuck.
Yeah, just like any commercial, man, it may take you 3, 4, 5 times for you to actually pay attention to it on TV, whether it be for a movie or a television show or some kind of product. Eventually, you'll catch it. So if you're posting or known for posting engaging questions, eventually those fans are going to get engaged.
Absolutely. And now the number 1, and Brian, you can do it. Number 1!
Self-promotional posts. I often feel like a broken record talking about content, but what you post on social media is just as powerful as your music itself. While fans may interact with your music on their streaming devices and at live shows, most of your fan interaction is done through your social media posts. Now, this is the place where fans have that direct line with you, so you need to ensure your messaging is top-notch. Now, going back to the 70-20-10 rule, which touts having a mix of posts that build your brand, 70%, posts that network or bring attention to others, 20%, and then posts that self-promote, 10%. As stated in this formula, posts that build your brand should make up the highest portion of your social media outlets. Thus, these are photos of you in the studio, videos of you thanking your fans for coming out to a show, or sharing articles written about your work or your genre. However, that 10%, the self-promotional posts, often make up the greatest number of posts on an artist's profile. These are the constant, buy my EP, check out my new video, stream my mixtape type of messages. The key to an engaging and interactive presence is this mix of content. It needs to be a bit of your own personality, mixed in with fun posts and then promo content too. I'll just give you a little, side dinger. Obviously, if you're a live band and you're playing shows, they're not saying don't promote your shows and don't try to be active. Obviously, don't spam the shit out of it, but definitely, add that in there too. But overall, that 70-20-10 rule is like the golden rule to go by, especially analytically, if you take a look at your numbers. So, yep.
Boom, there you go. Awesome. And see, we got to everything.
I'm saving that, man. It's a good article.
It is a really good article, and definitely something to keep, reminding yourselves. It's not easy, man, and I'm responsible for some of this myself. It's not easy. So, yeah. Check out the article, of course, on OFNRforever.com in the next few days. If you missed any portion of this show, or you just want to catch it again, tell your friends, share it with the world. We will be on the Indie Authority Thursday, 3:30 to 6:30 p.m. sharp. This show right here, this one that you're tuned into right now. And I want to thank the Indie Authority for letting us do that each and every week, bringing global independent music, 180 minutes of music news and interviews with my good dear friend Brian Almeida.
My good sir, Mr. Knob.
And of course, Joe Stagger usually with us. And we are looking for another fatal four ways type situation here, man. I'm going to get another co-host to come here each and every week who can dedicate that kind of time and keep it locked.
You're kicking me out, bro.
I'm not kicking you out, bro. I'm not kicking you out. I'm not kicking Joe out. I'm just making sure I always have someone here because I hate doing shows by myself.
I get you, man. I did that before in college, and we're busy dudes. We got
you got lives, man. You guys got lives, so I want to make sure I always have at least one. Basically, I'm building a crew, bro.
Yeah, my heart is with Indie 180,
Of course, I know, and I know Joe is too. It's nothing personal. I have to ensure that I always have someone to work off of and discuss, and make cool things happen. And this way, should you not be able to make it for whatever reason, you're in a band, you have a job, you have multiple jobs, you got things going on, then there's always that one other person. And if Joe can't make it, then there's always that one other person. If both of you guys can't make it, there's always that one other person.
And guess what? When we all can make it, it brings another brother in or sister in for the discussion.
Exactly. And maybe I could even, think about doing that, instead of having a solid co-host.
Yep.
Have like a rotating group of co-hosts.
That would be very fucking cool.
I got an email from an old friend of mine, female. We could have a female co-host here. It'd be interesting to have.
I would love that, man. It'd be good to get a female.
A straight person, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be kind of strange.
It would be good to get it, honestly, in a serious, man. It'd be cool to have a female's perspective on what it's like to be in the scene or working with them in and around it,
I know my sister was saying something about doing a show, so she also, quite knowledgeable in music and the scene, and currently dating one of the guys in the Maddening Process, in fact.
Awesome, man. Well, before we go, what do we got coming up? Let's pipe our own shit here.
Oh, yeah. Well, tomorrow, of course, is Wednesday, so tomorrow at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m., from 1 to 4, Turbo commits us to the asylum. And Turbo's fucking awesome, man. You check him out on Bullspike Radio Live every Thursday night, but you can check him out here on OFNR, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. every Wednesday afternoon. Check out the asylum. Turbo's always got somebody cool on, man. He's always got big guests. He just does an awesome job, dude.
Because he's the fucking man.
Then, of course, tomorrow at 8 p.m., Keith Pearson takes over the official FN Radio airwaves to play awesome metal. Thursdays, modern rock mixed with metal, mixed with independent tunes. Friday starts off the all-independent weekend, all weekend long. When we say all-independent weekend, we fucking mean all-independent music. I don't fuck around, man. I play only unsigned, global unsigned rock and metal all weekend long.
Damn right.
And,
in the coming weeks.
And Sunday, of course. Sunday at 7. The Syndicated Cinecast Sundays at 7. Syndicated Cinecast Sundays at 7. The Syndicated Cinecast Sundays at 7. The Syndicated Cinecast Sundays at 7 with Ellen and Agrippa.
I could not say that 3 times fast.
So check it out. The Metal Syndicast podcast syndicated right here on OFNR each and every Sunday at 7 p.m. So if you don't want to go and download it, you don't want to go listen to it there, and you just happen to be on OFNR, tune in to the Syndicated Cinecast Sundays at 7 because Alan and Agrippa do a fucking awesome job. They ask awesome questions, and it's a 1-hour show. You know, it's not dedicating hours like we are, but we're always asking you to do 2-3 hours and hang with us. I know it's a long time, but...
And every show, you know, of all of us that, you know, have our respective shows, we all have a little different style going on.
Totally. Absolutely.
That's what makes it cool. So even if you get some rotating guests that might be the same, you get different angles, different aspects, different settings. It's fucking awesome.
Absolutely. And then Monday's Metal Monday all day long. Brutal Savage Metal. Tuesday, 90s at 9, we open up the Grunge Garage, the Alice in Chains, the Soundgardens, the Mudhoneys, the Pearl Jams, the bands that you don't remember even.
Motherfucking Pixies?
You know, the Pixies and things of that nature. Marcy Playgrounds.
Melvins.
The Melvins.
Not going too deep.
So check it out, the Grunge Garage, each and every Tuesday, right up until 8, where we'll be back. We'll be right here at OFNR.
This one's going to be special.
This one's going to be pretty cool, man. I'm going to have Jeff Miles of
Hollow
Man Promotions coming in to talk about Slothfest 2.
See this bullshit.
We're going to be playing music all night long from the bands playing Slothfest. So we'll be playing some Maddening Process. We'll be playing some Shape. We'll be playing some fucking BTH.
Mazda dead.
You know, we'll be playing some Princess Peach and the Toadstool, sure. Absolutely, why not?
In the coming weeks, we also got the rescheduled Eve to Adam.
Yes. I'm looking really forward to that, man. I really hope this time around everything goes good. I know there were some situations, so everything should be good. On the 21st, we'll be at Suffocation, invading Cherry Street. That weekend is going to be nuts for me, dude.
I'm going to get you drunk as fuck. We're going to be hammered.
The 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, I'm fucking at shows every night. 21st, 22nd, 23rd.
Right from Suffocation to Slothfest Eve to Slothfest 2 itself to see this bullshit.
Right, I'm not live broadcasting the 22nd, which is good. You know, but Friday I'm live broadcasting, so I'm just going to pack my gear and then, like, not unpack it, you know, because that's silly.
Hey, man, if we'll be there, though, you can come by and say what's up.
Yeah, man.
Get some drinks.
Yeah, man. Actually, you know what? That's a pretty good tune, though. It's Tuesday, so we do have grunge music.
Indeed.
And this track was just about to play, but I stopped it because I wanted to say goodnight. So goodnight, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on here, OFNR, Official Fucking New Radio. Thanks for tuning in on the Indie Authority, theindyauthority.com. Thank you for checking it out on YouTube if that's where you're checking it out. Make sure you share it with your friends. Tell them to listen in and hear brand new, awesome music from around the world. Each and every week, 180 minutes of music, news, and interviews with myself, Knob, my fucking awesome co-host, Brian Almeida, The Shape, Joe Stagger, Suna Fourth. Keep it locked to OFNR.
Come to Cherry Street this fucking weekend.
Yeah, get down to Cherry Street, get down to Cook's, get down to a local show near you.
We're tuning out in a month. You ain't gonna be able to see us for like 7-8 months. So get your ass there.
Yeah, man. Got no excuses. I think that's it. I think that's everything.
That's everything, bro.
Brian, thank you as always, bro. I fucking Love doing the show with you. And thanks to Travel Amygdala. Thank you, Josh.
That was an awesome interview, by the way.
It was a really good interview.
That was a